How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Big Six. Hope you're all good. Hope you're all well. International break is over. There's still one more to go before the year ends, but the second to last one of the calendar year, anyway, is out of the way. And yeah, a bit of international news to talk about, and we are going to talk about it before we get into the Premier League stuff. But obviously, welcome back the regular gang: Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, Matisse, and the community all in the building. There's 1,000 people here waiting already. We're 10 minutes late. Nothing's changed after this international break anyway. Maybe after the next one, we will try, people. But listen, it's been a good international break for us. Big Six, we've got a lot of quality content coming out for sure. But quality content has just come out. If you haven't watched the LA vlog to live and die in LA, then after this, it's one that you get the popcorn out for. It's one that you get some snacks out for. Maybe you put the dinner in front of the TV. You do something like that. Or maybe it's breakfast, wherever you're tuning in from. I don't know what it is, but set up shop. It's not one that you just watch on the train. It's not one that you watch on the
Rusk cake. You get the rusk cakes out and the tea, and you watch that movie because it's a movie.
Not even rice cakes. You get your nice dinner, get your drink ready, get your fruit as well. Sit back, just eat and just enjoy yourself, man. Superb watching.
And leading into that, Thuggery. I know the amount of work that you put to get that out. I mean, listen,
that was top.
It's all mad. It's all mad. Yeah. And I know the people have been waiting for it, but I'm sure the people, and as you can see from the comment section, it was well worth it.
The people that have watched it already, let us know in the chat today your favorite parts, because we were discussing it between ourselves, our favorite parts, and we've got our own little favorite parts. But if the ones that have watched it, let us know your favorite parts.
Yeah,
actually, SAEED snoring like an elephant. Let us know. Let us know.
The comment section after this show. If you know, go to the comments, give us your best moment. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, then come back to this video and give us your best moment. More to come, people, because I actually like the format of that vlog. To be honest, it's not a vlog, it's a movie. I like the format of that movie. And we want to do more of that moving forward. Something a bit different that it takes away from the football a little bit. Obviously, we're live twice a week, every week in the regular Premier League season. So the pre-season gives us an opportunity to do something a bit different. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, go enjoy. I'll probably watch it again after this as well anyway. But yeah, let's get into it, people. How are we all doing? All good?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Not really, but yeah.
It's the two Mancunians, but they're stressed for different reasons this week.
Yeah, man. I want international break to extend, man. I don't want to watch
United. Well, you had your manager sacked. It's just the one that was already retired. So you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got something. You didn't specify. You didn't specify, brother.
It's the reality of going back to watching United, you know. That's the series. So I needed one more week at least, but it's what it is, isn't it? We move. But good to see you lot. Big up the chat, and yeah, man. Good to see everyone.
Yeah, man, them talk still popping off. No one's resting over there, man. It's just
man. It's great. Marcel's he's 10 in again. It's all mad. It's all mad.
And Marcel's
he's taking the piss. Listen, I've met him one time. We bumped into each other at my around my ends. That's what I'll say, right?
Yeah.
He was wearing a suit. I don't know if this suit thing is actually a gimmick or it's actually real. It's real life for him. He's really wearing suits all the time. But
who's this?
Marcel. He's taking the piss now. I'll be honest. He's taking the piss because his opinions are not making any sense, and he's just moving mad. Like he's just doing far too much now. Give up the act, brother. And just be serious now, yeah? Because you're pissing me off, and I'm not even a
Marcel, keep up the good work, brother, man. Don't let these man hold you.
Of course, you're gonna say that, man.
Nah, man. I ain't seen that much sense spoken on Man Them Talk ever. I don't know what episode we're on here, man. That was the episode, my guy. Big up Marcel.
Oh god,
he's actually trolling, bro. He's a troll.
Like, he's a troll. He's a troll.
I don't think he knows he's a troll, though. That's the thing. That's him. That's literally him.
Oh man!
But if that's him, then I don't know him. You know what I mean?
I don't know him.
No, I don't fully know him. You know what I mean? I don't fully know him, bro.
Let's park the league stuff to the side for a second.
Yeah,
and the big news of the international break. Obviously, England have found their manager. Last show we entertained the idea of Pep potentially taking on the role because that's what reports were leading to. 3 days later, Tuchel's in the job. I don't know whether to start with Steve here or start with Matisse here, to be honest with you. But let's start. Let us start with Steve and get your opinion on it, Steve. Thomas Tuchel.
First of all, how the fuck do you go from Pep to Thomas Tuchel? How does that happen? That's like going from Sir Alex Ferguson to Christian Gross. You know what I mean? It's like, it's fucking embarrassing, man. Pep was never taking that job, mate. Never. And nobody wanted the job. That's why they've gone for him. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Listen, you know me on this show. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I said my piece about him. I've been consistent since then. He's been to Bayern Munich. He's been wherever he's been. My opinion's not changed on him. It's just unfortunate now that he's decided that he's managing the nation of my birth. So from today onwards, I'm no longer English. So I'm choosing another country. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not standing in the stands while this German fella dances about on the turf in a waistcoat, singing 3 Lions and 10 German bombers and all that. I ain't doing it. So, you know, it is what it is. But for me, no, it's not for me. And he'll be crying at Wembley when we've been beat 4-0 off Macedonia in about 18 months. And everyone will be like, oh, well, we shouldn't have appointed him anyway. He's German and we shouldn't have done this anyway. We should have listened to Big Steve. So I ain't flip-flopping. I'm not flip-flopping. I'm not spending money flying all around the world watching Tommy Tapping Tuchel ruin my nation. So at the end of the day, you lot can do that. I ain't doing it. On the next live, I'm going to get a wheel with all the nations on. I'm going to spin the wheel, and whatever nation it lands on, I'm applying for citizenship, and I'm going to support them.
I've told you who to support. I've told you. Somalia needs a white skinhead supporter.
Listen, listen, Chris,
international growth.
Chris, Somalia need a plumber, a plasterer, and someone to cut the fucking grass. You've seen the state of the pitch.
Bro, it's a nice pitch, man.
Why you under the bus?
I've told Saeed.
No, man, you're not welcome around here, man.
I've told Saeed to get you a top. Saeed's got about 3-4 spare ones in his room because we saw him when we were down there for that. When we done
Somali people love me more than him.
What about what's it? McLaren at Jamaica? What are you saying?
Yeah, man, Jamaica.
Yeah, but you see, he was the Wally with the brolly, innit? So if I'm going from one dickhead to another dickhead, I might as well go and support the USA and support the other dickhead. So I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I don't know. I'm ready. I'm fully invested in someone else. I'm a loyal fan. I go home and away. I ain't fucking Listen, it is what it is. You know what? If he proves me wrong, let him prove me wrong. But he's not proved me wrong up to now. Everywhere he's been, he's not proved me wrong. The Paris Saint-Germain fans hate him. The Chelsea fans, they're desperate in it because he was half decent, and they just the managers they've had after him shit. So they're begging for him back. Bayern Munich fans don't like him. So God knows, yeah. But for me, it's a bad appointment for me.
I mean, Bayern Munich fans wanted him to stay in the end, didn't they?
No,
they did.
Bayern even
They done a petition.
He's in the league, man, by the skin of his teeth. Yeah, the skin of his teeth. Right, this is Bayern Munich that's won 10 league titles on the trot or whatever it was. He won it by the skin of his teeth. He went to Paris Saint-Germain to go and win them the Champions League. He didn't do it. He won them the normal league, which is just so what? Everyone wins the league in Paris. Yeah. He went to Chelsea. He won the Champions League. I've said it before. Well done to him. But if you take away that Champions League from him, there's nothing else there that anyone's asked.
Sorry, Steve. You can't do that because for the last couple of weeks, you've not stopped talking about how important it is to win the Champions League, and now you're saying if you take away the Champions League, you can't just. There is
do you mind if I just chip in here, Tobes?
No, I don't. Yeah, I do mind. Let me speak first.
Well, me as a passionate England fan,
you're not an England fan. I've never seen you home and away. In your life.
Listen. As a passionate England fan that goes home away, I go Kazakhstan, Macedonia, wherever you need me, I'm there. Right, singing from the bottom of my heart. I'd like to weigh in here on my manager at England international because you're out here talking about supporting any country out there, no allegiance, no loyalty. I've been here since the Capello days, mate. Do you understand? So let me just get my 2 cents in. You're trying to dismiss a Champions League win that came against your manager during a 3-win-in-a-row streak when he took over the job mid-season with Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and Mason Mount as his front three. Tactically, in every knockout game, Chelsea were very much dominant. If you watch the games, they played well. They had a great defensive structure. They didn't concede many goals. We had one of the, if not the best defensive record in the history of the Champions League, right? And then if you watch the game, we could have scored more goals than we did, but we didn't have a prolific front line. Tactically, he set us up properly. When we came up against top teams, whether it was Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, none of your managers like facing him. Then we go into the second season. 2 cup finals, lost both on penalties. Wow. Sure, you can appreciate fine margins. 3rd spot in the league, under sanctions, and with Lukaku running them up. And can I just say, since PSG, I'm not finished. Since PSG have got to the final under him, they've not been to the final since. So we need to have some baseline respect. You're sitting there saying he's going to ruin the country.
It's the same as Southgate. It's the same as Southgate. Losing finalists.
England have not won a major tournament since 1966. There's nothing to ruin. You've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. We've not won anything. We've got everything to gain. We can win something.
We've got a top manager.
So are you saying Southgate's better than Tuchel? Southgate's better than Tuchel?
No, he's not. No, he's not. Right. I said that.
So you've upgraded.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's not an elite manager. He's not.
What elite manager was coming to England? Which elite manager was coming to England? A nation that's not won something since 1960.
1 week ago, they were talking about Pep. 1 week ago, they were talking about Pep.
We was never getting Pep.
But 1 week ago, that's what I'm saying. They were talking about Pep, gaslighting people, telling everyone that the FA are approaching Pep. And then they had Tuchel lined up.
Yeah, but you said Pep staying at Man City. That's what you said.
Exactly. I'm confused.
You said Pep staying at Man City. Every single person that's come out and criticised this appointment has come with no solution. They've come with no alternative. Eddie Howe didn't want to leave Newcastle. You want Graham Potter, right? That's your comparison to Tuchel. Who else is there? There's no English coaches out there that are of the level of a manager that has managed top clubs, Champions League experience, won titles, and you guys are complaining that he's not world class. First of all, you didn't have any world-class candidates anyway. You've never had prime.
You don't need to be a world-class manager.
You've never had Peps. We've had McLarens, Capellos. We've had Southgates, Allardyce. Fucking hell! Like, where's this arrogance come from England? Where's it, Roy Hodgson? Where's this arrogance come from England?
When does it end,
for Thomas Tuchel? Where's this come from? Where's this come from? Since when are you too good for Tuchel?
I can tell by the way you're talking, you don't class yourself with English. If you're saying there's arrogance from England, I've never seen you. It is arrogance. I've never even seen you at Stamford. I've seen you at Stamford Bridge once, and you had a coat on from Del Boy and Rodney's Only Fools and Horses. That's why I remember it.
Listen,
that's the only time I've ever seen you there.
I'll put the teams in this hat, and I'll do a little circle, little spin, and I'll pull out some names.
What
country you're supporting?
Right?
Give me that Club Wembley ticket.
What are we saying then? Because obviously the big six.
Let's have some outside influence.
No, I'm saying, listen. Yeah. I'm just saying that I can't. If I came on here and started bigging up Tommy Tuchel after everything I've said about Tommy Tuchel, what would everyone be saying about me? Oh, he's a flip flop and all that. I don't flip flop, so I'm being consistent. Does it hurt?
You're being wrong and strong, no?
No, I would rather not. Say again.
You'd rather be wrong and strong.
Yeah.
I'd rather speak consistent and say, in my opinion, which I value a lot, I do not rate Tommy Tuchel. So Tommy Tuchel's reign as England manager will not be a good reign. And I'll live and die on my sword. Like I said when I told you he was a fraud, I'm Poch, I'm Bielsa, and they all ended up unemployed, but nobody mentioned it because somebody once said that he was a great coach, and Pep once said in a book that it's all bollocks. I'm telling you with my own eyes, it's going to end badly. You can big him up all you want. I ain't doing that. At the end of the day, I ain't doing it. I'll live and die on my sword. I'm saying Tommy Tuchel is not the right man for England. He's better than Southgate. I agree. He is an upgrade on it. But for me, nah, he's not for me.
Who did you want?
I don't care who I want. I don't want him.
Yeah, but no, who do you want?
Eddie Howe.
I tell you what, I'd rather have Graham Potter than him.
Oh, come on, man.
That's crazy.
Graham Potter going into a World Cup. Graham Potter going into a World Cup with no major tournament experience in cup. Like, at the very least, you can at least admit that Thomas Tuchel is good, very good, top in cup competitions. At the very least, his record speaks for itself. At the very least, he's going to admit that.
Yeah,
he might not be a great lead.
Listen, no matter what I say about Tommy Tuchel, even though I was saying this before the Champions League, before the Champions League, it'll always be, oh, Steve Salty for the Champions League. At the time he beat us in the Champions League, I was upset. But we have gone on and beyond Chelsea's Champions League and won trebles and 4 in a row. So that doesn't bother me one bit. What bothers me is the fact that this guy is still getting his props and people are still that deluded. They're trying to say he's a good manager because of a Champions League. Roberto Di Matteo won the Champions League. Should he get the England job?
Why are you comparing it to Di Matteo?
Should he get the England job because he won the Champions League? That's what you're saying.
So are you comparing? So okay, you want to? So are you?
I'm comparing it. You mentioned the Champions League.
No, because if we're just going to compare things and not watch, are you comparing Klopp's title to Ranieri's at Leicester? Are you just going to compare anyone who's won the same thing?
Ranieri's title was better than Klopp. Yeah, it was.
All right, well, GRIZZ can take a grievance with that later on. But
how can you say that? How can you say Ranieri's title wasn't better than Klopp's? He won it with Leicester.
So Ranieri's better than Klopp then?
I mean, Klopp got 99 points.
So, we want to talk about points, but when City talk about points, 100 points, it's not about the points, no?
No one said that.
You're not allowed to mention points.
No one said you can't mention points. I've always applauded the points.
It's different, yeah? When it's City, it's different, yeah?
No, not at all.
But listen, I've listened to kind of both sides of the argument, and there's some I agree with on both sides, but what I'm not hearing is the risk as well that's been taken with Tuchel as well, because it has to be done now. He has to do it, right? There's no doubt to the people that think it's a solid appointment. There is no, in his first tournament he's made semi-final. In his first tournament he's made final. This is the appointment to go and win World Cup 2026, right?
Yeah, but what appointment first doesn't come with a risk? Secondly, he knows what he's getting himself into. By signing that 18-month contract,
18 months.
The mission is very clear. Southgate reached finals. Right? So therefore, the minimum this guy has to do, and he knows it. And I like the way he's taken the job. He could have easily pussied out. This is one of the most, what's the word? Like the response to it, I think I've bantered him in the past, but I've bantered him because I can't stand Chelsea. And Matisse knows this.
Yeah.
My banter was through a hatred of Chelsea, like pure sheer hatred of Chelsea. I actually think he's a good coach. Tactical Tommy Tuchel, Triple T, as I'm officially going to be known. He's known as in my world, he's going to be known as Triple T. So hashtag Triple T for England. I think this guy, at the moment, looking around in the coaches of Europe or worldwide who are unemployed, I think he was probably one of the leading candidates out of all the ones that are out of a job. I think England showed great ambition in trying to get Pep, Klopp, Ancelotti. Realistically, none of those three were going to come. And then if you go for the elite, like Ancelotti, Klopp, and Pep, you're talking 3 elite coaches, right? None of them said, all of them said no.
What international side has done that? What international side in history has gone? Who's the elite managers out there? Let's get the elite one. I off the top of my head, I can't think of one.
Bro, who knew the Spain manager?
But this is my point. The point is, from Southgate, the English FA. Now, English FA need to be slaughtered for so many things that they've done in the past, right? In terms of decision making or whatever. Yeah, I don't think you can slaughter for this one for at least showing ambition.
100%.
Right? Now, they've shown the right ambition. Now, whether it works or he pulls it off, I'm with Matisse. What's the worst that can happen? Not win a tournament? Yes, if he flops madly, then Steve will be absolutely proved right. And if the football's shit, and if there's no, if it's like he plays this defensive 5-3-2 system that some people perceive him as, fair enough. I actually think he's a very good one-off game manager.
He's a cup manager.
I think he's a very good tactical manager. That's why I call him Tactical Tommy from day dot. And Matisse knows. I've been calling him Tactical Tommy from years. Yeah, and because I think he's very tactical. Now, I think he needs good players. He will have the most elite players of England at his disposal. I genuinely think he's got an issue with crap players. I don't know what I mean by that, but I think he's one of those. He's like Pep Guardiola, where he can't deal with shit players. He wants good players, and his arrogance comes out.
He had Timo Werner in his front three.
Sure love Timo Werner and Kai Havertz at Chelsea.
Yeah, that's true. Like, crap players. But the point being, I think he's a good quality coach. Whether he can transform that into international management, I think, because my personal gripe with tactical Tommy Tuchel is not the footballing side. I think he's one of the worst man managers. He always falls out with players, coaches, administrators, hierarchy. He won't have to deal with all that day-to-day bullshit with players. He's going to have them for one-off games, tournaments, coach per game. Each game, take you on its merit, and let's see how it goes. I think it's a good appointment. No one knows if it's a shit appointment or a great appointment because results will, at the end of the day, will determine. And stylistically,
his EQ needs work for sure. His EQ definitely needs work, but his IQ, when it comes to football, is right up there for me. And what, like Grizz said, what is the, you know what? Let me not use the what is the worst that can happen because I feel like he's being brought in for a reason, right? England need to win. 18-month contract tells me they don't look at you as some long-term hero. You have to prove that you could be the long-term hero. And I think they've given him the keys to a talented squad, and they're saying, we know that this team are capable of winning trophies. You can be the man to take us over the line. Let's see what you can do. I think it's actually a really good appointment, right? If I'm looking at just the footballing aspect, I think it's a really good appointment for England, and I now expect England to do much better in these tournaments, not in terms of where they get to in the tournaments, because let's be real, they got to a final in the Euros, and they didn't play well, and they didn't face anyone of real strength. And then you could say the same for the 2018 World Cup, and then you could probably say the same for the 2022 World Cup until they bucked France. So it depends on the level of opposition that they face. But what I think is the litmus test for Tuchel, in addition to winning a trophy, is how well can England compete against these big teams? When the England face these big teams, your Frances, your Spains, your Germanys, etc., can you pull out a game plan that can beat these teams? Because the other managers are struggling. I don't expect him to struggle. I think he's smart enough as a coach to develop a game plan that can beat these teams. So let's actually see what he can do. The only thing, and I'm not even, you know me, I'm not really an England fan. I'm a Nigerian fan. Of course, I want England to do well if they go far, but like, I don't really have that attachment to England. But there is something nasty personally about hiring a German. I'm sorry, like I will never get over it.
Yeah, but if I'd have said that to Ove, if I'd have said that a minute ago, I'd have said I was racist.
You're not racist.
That's why, because I was gonna say.
But why? Can you explain, Toby, please?
I'll explain. I'll absolutely explain.
Yeah, please. Right?
Yeah. England and Germany have historically had bad blood, right? At no point have England and Germany been allies, and we all know what this dates back to, right? In footballing terms, come on, they're not peers, they're rivals, bro. So for me, it feels weird seeing a native from a country that you are rivals with managing your country. Genuinely, it's mad. It's like who would you say is Spain's rival? Who's Spain's rival? Who would you say?
What in history?
In Europe, history.
Did they have
Italy? I don't know.
It's like Turkish. It's like
a Greek manager.
It's like a Cyprus manager. Cyprus manager managing Turkey.
That's nah. I don't think it's the same.
It is.
This was how many years ago, though, bro? Come on, we're 2024.
It's like Argentina. It's like my friend even gave another example. It's like an Argentina manager managing Brazil. It would never happen. It would never happen.
Or maybe Ghana, Nigeria, right? I'm not here to dispute that. I'm not here to dispute that. But I don't think Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, Danny Mills, Dean Ashton come out with the same rhetoric and the same comments if it was Jurgen Klopp. I also think,
that's what I'm saying,
as much as you've just mentioned, he needs to prove himself to England. He said in his press conference, and he has done this multiple times in many jobs, he's taken a short contract because he also wants to see if he likes international management, right? He's going to find out if he can adapt and acclimatize to this work. England, as a nation, need to prove that they're not bottlers and they can actually win a trophy as well. They are just as much trying to prove as he is. So let's not make this whole narrative of, oh, it's Tuchel trying to prove himself. Whether he does well in this job or not, and I expect him to do very well, and I expect England to win the World Cup now, and I'll say that on record. If he doesn't, England need to take a long look at themselves as well as a group and say, are you actually cut out to win major tournaments? Because you lot for decades and decades and decades, golden generation after golden generation are failing. And we speak about it with the Belgium team. We've spoken about it with other countries and other nations. It's the same applies to England. But when it comes to this job, I'm not going to sit here in 2024 if England win a World Cup in 2026 and give two shits about what nationality the manager was. And I don't expect anybody else in this panel, really, if your nation was to win a World Cup, for you to really be thinking in whatever position or place you're in. We won a World Cup, but the nationality of the manager just wasn't quite right for me. So I'm not really going to enjoy this.
All I'm saying is this. Yeah. Like, as I said, I think it's a good appointment. Ultimately, no England fan is going to complain if Thomas Tuchel wins the title. All I'm saying is, optically, it's kind of nasty to see, because forget about the politics for a second. They're actually, okay, so when people are saying in the comments, Germany don't view England as a rival, fine. But England view Germany as a footballing rival.
That's where they're wrong. That's where they should. Their whole loyalties right now is crazy. Like,
yeah, it's crazy, but that's just the reality. England as a footballing nation view Germany as a rival. They do.
What's more important?
You see with me, I was winning the World Cup before the last tournament.
I'm with you, Matisse. I just want you to just.
I know this already.
One at a time.
I came on here last time and said Zidane. The foreign manager thing doesn't bother me. It never crossed my mind. I don't care that he's German. That doesn't really bother me at all. I spoke to lads today, proper England fans. Some of them, they're bothered by that. I'm not bothered by that. I've always been the same in my thoughts for this manager. So I'm just telling you, I would be a hypocrite to come on here and start bigging up Tommy Tuchel. So I'm going to stick to my guns and say I don't think he's the right man. Right? So that's on me. So if he goes on and wins the World Cup for England, everyone could come at me. Everyone could come at me and say, Steve, you was wrong. And I'll put my hands up and say, I was wrong. But all I'm saying is, I just don't see it. And I think it is bad that England as a nation can't attract, certain managers. I think Southgate is a bad one. We all fell for the Southgate thing. When you dig Southgate and look at the games that he played and look at the runs he had in tournaments, there's no way we shouldn't have won a trophy. We shouldn't have. This last tournament just gone, we were poor all the way, and we got to the final. We bumbled our way to the final. We got to the final, and we knew that this manager didn't have anything in the locker to change this game and win against Spain. And we've got a great set of lads at the minute. We've got a great team. Tommy could come in there, change it all up, play all them young kids, and fucking blow everyone away in that World Cup. Fair enough. I just don't think he will, and that's my opinion, and that's it.
That's fair. I just think England should be prioritizing winning the World Cup. I don't think anybody can argue that any other appointment that was realistic gives England more of a chance than winning the World Cup than this one. And if your priority is anything other than winning that World Cup with this group of players, any other priority, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're on earth. You're on earth as an England fan one time, and you have the opportunity to win a World Cup in your lifetime, and you're squabbling about little.
It's literally. Look around the coaches in world football right now in Europe. A, ones that are realistic. B, ones that are out of work. If you go through all of those lists, there's no one, in my opinion, and most people will say it, man. Take away the nationality and the rivalry factor, and I get it. Of course, I get it. Right? You take away that though, right? And I know it's hard, but let's try to take away nationalities. All right, in 2024, and look at the ability of a coach who's available and willing to take on a job that he knows he's going to get cussed from day dot. And look at, lo and behold, the first day is announced, all the papers are running the most nastiest headlines already. So this guy knows he's going to face the wrath of the fans, the media and everything, but he wants it so bad. Give him a fucking chance. Because there is no one. Potter, Eddie Howe, all your English managers, I don't know, Dennis Wise, none of them, man. Joey Barton. Who are you taking? There's no one else out there. And all the great coaches, the young Amarims, the young, the other one, man, Marco Silvers, whatever, they're not leaving their current day-to-day
No,
job.
they're not.
You get it? So
I think,
listen. Does it show you how bad England is now, Chris, that if they identify Eddie Howe as manager and the FA approach Eddie Howe and say, look, we want you to be England manager, that he will not leave Newcastle to go manage England. Years ago, England was the job in this country that every English manager strive for.
Yeah,
Steve, they had to weigh that up.
I
agree with you. I agree with you, but they've had to weigh that up. After weighing all of that up, after taking all of that into consideration, they've plumped for Triple T. Let's go, man. Triple T.
Listen, there's a lot to prove in club football. Listen, man. Eddie Howe, he's rejected a job. Graham Potter, who knows? He could have rejected a job, man. So there's not many out there, man, that are good quality. Listen, you know me. I've slandered Tommy Tuchel. I'm not going to be fake like Steve as well. But come on, man. Cup manager, his CV speaks for himself. You know what I mean?
I don't even know why you lot have slandered him. He's a very good coach.
No, but more so because it's Chelsea. And I don't like Chelsea.
He's not even a bad person. He's not even like a prick. He's actually quite nice.
It's the right appointment. But like I said, the pressure's on. He's got to win it. You know what I mean? And if you don't win it, it's a failure. Let's be honest. With this golden generation, with your tactical kind of nous and whatnot. So he has to win it. The pressure's on. So the media, at the end, they're gonna love him if he wins it, and they're gonna hate him. They're gonna be like, should never have signed him. Get this German guy out, mate. Get him out. You know what I mean? So end of the day, for me, you know what it is though? It's just an outrage that happens every time. Sooner or later, like I said to you, he's gonna show what his credentials are, and that's what it is. But for me, now, there is literally, if it was Jurgen Klopp, we'd have been all celebrating. Yo, Grizz would have had his towel out right now and be celebrating. You know what I mean, bro? Because it's Tuchel, and that's all it is. They didn't get the right man, probably, and that's why everyone's complaining.
I think they did get the right man. What I don't understand is why people can accept managers from other nationalities, but Thomas Tuchel they can't accept. I saw like someone doing a diss you on some journal. I think it's Sam Wallace or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he's out of there.
And he's talking about how England would do great things under Pep. And then he goes, oh, when Tuchel got the job, he goes, oh, the England job should just be for English managers. I'm like, that you're just contradicting yourself. It doesn't make sense.
But do you know what it is, bro? These people, I'll be honest, they don't really care about young English managers getting up the pyramid.
They don't give a shit, bro.
They don't give a shit. They pretend to care when it suits them because they didn't get the appointment that they wanted. Like I said, if Pep or Klopp had got this job, you wouldn't hear a word about the St. George's Park and English coaches not getting a chance. You've had long enough to see in the Premier League that 20 teams and there's 3 English managers and you're confused about a lack of options. This has been apparent for the longest. And whilst the Premier League are big in building the biggest league in the world with the most global reach and the most international, reach, you weren't thinking about young English managers then. When Wayne Rooney, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, all of these former players are getting jobs, Gary Neville, Valencia, getting fast-tracked to top jobs. Fucking coaching badges are 10 grand for a UEFA, for a coaching A. Brother, please, we saw what happened to Gerrard at Villa. When you're seeing to do your badges like 10K, well, what? And in Germany it's 1K. What are you complaining about? You know exactly what's going on. You don't care. You only care now. So for me, you go to the source, you go to the root of the problem, and that goes way before the England job and way before Thomas Tuchel even gets into this position. So for me, this guy handled his press conference brilliantly. He was a gentleman. He said he wants to win 2 stars for the nation. I don't know how people really find it in themselves to hate him or to really be so toxic. And if anything, once again, this nation is just proving with their response from the newspapers why people don't want to manage this country in the first place. Because look at the amount of shit you give people when they come in, open arms, they say they want to represent, they want to do their best, and and hasn't even managed one game, not even picked one squad, and this is how you treat them. So that's how it is.
That's it.
Simple.
We know what the media is about already. That's the thing. But let's say it's England Germany World Cup 2026 final.
We will be there.
But where does loyalty lie?
Of course, it lies with the job he's in. He's a professional, man. Are we really questioning?
But he's also German.
He's also German.
Are we really questioning the professionalism of?
No, we're not. But this is the point I was trying to make. This is the point I was trying to make. The people in the comments are like, "Oh no, but you said you should keep English." No, the England can hire whoever they want. All I'm saying is, optically, it is weird seeing a nation that England consider a big rival to have someone from their country.
He's gonna get a World Cup medal.
But this is my point. This is my point. I think I agree with you optically, but I think we all have to work together to make sure it doesn't seem weird anymore. Yeah, we have to work towards like saying football coach football teams, even if it's internationally. I get it, But like how clubs become a normality, yeah. Whereas ex-Liverpool managers can manage ex-Man United managers or whatever players that played for one club can play internationally. Let's forget the nationality of the coach, whatever, blah blah blah, and try to move forward. And if it doesn't work out, then you can,
Let's just go across the panel, starting with Turkish. Good appointment or bad? Turkish, good or bad?
Bad for me, in my opinion. Tactically the right one, but because of the reasons TOBS said and the history on and off the pitch.
SAEED?
Yeah, overall good appointment, can't lie.
Matisse?
Great appointment. Brilliant.
Don't make this guy do backflips right now.
I think it is a good appointment. I said that already. I just think it's weird.
Overall, good appointment.
Okay. Yeah. 4 good, 2 bad. Me move.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Let him see how he does. Listen,
America. We'll be there.
100%. And it's actually put an interesting twist on the World Cup content we're going to do in 2026. Because now it looks like Matisse will be, I don't know, flying into that World Cup. Tactical Tommy's one of his biggest fans. And then Steve's a bit dubious. But listen, there's still a year and a half.
Mate, I'll have a balaclava on in the Serbian end and we're going to kick fuck out of you lot outside. Simple as that.
Get Matisse first.
I'm just,
that bucket has got shoved right up your ass, mate, off a big Serbian with a ballion.
We're just deciding whether we want to be Sir, Lord, or Duke, bruv. Do you know what I mean? We're just, that's what we're doing over here, bruv.
This Matisse guy is nasty, though. He's like, you're like Jack Grealish. You're Jack Grealish and Declan Rice. The minute England flash their knickers in your face, Thomas Tuchel, you drop
Tommy
your
Twerkle. Tommy Twerkle.
Tommy Twerkle. You drop your island allegiances. And now you're an England stan. All right, fair enough, brother.
Listen, the way that you were moving for Antonio Conte, a former Chelsea manager, I think you should shush. I really do.
I'll never stop.
The way that you took off your top and swang it in the air. Yeah.
You know what?
Brother was stripping for the manager, let alone wearing bucket hats, stripping. So I think you should shush.
He's out here.
Cooking, Matisse, cooking.
No more time. And that's why after that, I am so adamant. No more Chelsea managers. No more Chelsea managers. No more Chelsea managers at my football club. No.
On that note, let me get the super chats on the England subject in. Starting with Shafay says English media are just as at fault for England never winning anything as much as the managers and players, in my opinion. Matisse leaned on that, and I actually agree with that. From long time, from the 90s, since I've been watching the English media, just they apply the pressure, they'll raise the hopes, and then as soon as the tournament starts, they're the first ones to start, trying to bring the team down. They've always been a problem and probably always will be. There's no rules when it comes to the media. GRIZZ dressed like he's going to I'm a Celeb, in the jungle. I'm not gonna lie. Teddy says the sentiment that the manager should only be from England seems pretty xenophobic to me. Traditions like that make no sense. I mean, there's a thin line between it, and I'm weary of saying the wrong thing, but rivalries also matter in football. So there's a thin line between ensuring a rivalry remains, and I'm not just talking about this one in particular. TOBS just gave the Tottenham Chelsea example. There's a thin line between all players moving from team to team or managers managing this team and that team and so on. So it's easy to say xenophobic, but
I think people just need to be fair. 100%.
There's more to it.
There's definitely some element of xenophobia in it from other people. But saying that it means more when a manager who is from that country coaches that country and wins something in that country means more. How is that xenophobic? It's not saying that you can't have another foreign manager at the club. There's just something more. There's a bit more oomph. Like Scaloni with Argentina. Of course it means more. Absolutely it means more.
100%.
How's that xenophobic? That's not.
People can't be telling people. I can't be telling Nigerian people who's right for Nigeria. And a lot of these people can't be telling English people who they feel right for that. If you feel you want an English manager, that's your opinion. If you're not bothered by a foreign manager, that's your opinion. It's about opinions, football. Doesn't mean there's any sinister way about it. It's just some people who... I spoke to people this week about England who are like enraged by it, that he's a German. Then I've spoke to other people who have come to England with us and they're like, I'm not bothered. And I'm not bothered. But doesn't mean you think anything else. It just is what it is. I think the fairy tale of winning the World Cup with an English manager, that's in people's heads. People would want that in an ideal situation. But the fact is now football is madness all over the world, the different coaches and the way it is. The Premier League is full of players from all over the world and that. So it's not really about, I don't even care that, you know, about the nationality, mate, but it is what it is. But it's about opinions, isn't it?
Hamza says Steve can say whatever he wants, but at the end of the day, I've seen Tuchel dog walk Pep 3 games in a row, including a Champions League final.
Oh shit.
PY says at least England don't have to watch Pochball. Already lost 2-0 in his second game. Bet both the US and England's first choice was Klopp. Steve, if Tuchel wins the World Cup, are you going to celebrate?
Of course you would.
Well, a year and a half out, he's not feeling too good about it. But we'll ask him again.
Come on, man, you gotta say
ask him again.
Listen, he is going to.
I'm not going to sit there in the pub and not celebrate.
Yeah,
of course.
I'd have to do a 2-hour apology to the guy if he wins a World Cup, but it's not going to happen. So I'm not even getting involved.
I'll even go one step further. Steve will be at the final.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll be there anyway, inshallah.
I didn't like Gareth Southgate as a manager, right? I didn't like him, and I said before the tournament that I'm not. It's hard work, but I went there. I went there to support my country and that. But with Tommy, it's just you people just need to understand that this is just my opinion on him as a manager, and I just don't think he's going to get it right. If he proves me wrong, people can come for me all day, and I'll take it on the chin. I'm just sticking to my guns, and I just feel like, for me, in my opinion, this is not a good appointment for England.
Well, if we get a statue outside of Wembley, will you take a photo outside it with me, though?
No problem, but there will be no statue, mate. Let me tell you that.
Who's we, by the way?
Huh?
You said if we get a statue, who's we?
He's English now. He's English now.
You make me sick, Matisse.
Why are you sick? Why are you sick? Have some cowpo, bro. What are you sick about?
You make me sick. You actually make me sick.
Listen, Turkish knows my international journey. I have been in the shadows lurking for a long time, waiting for someone to deliver what I've asked for. And if Nigeria had appointed Tuchel, I would have been there. So you don't need to worry.
Hey, little Ziggy says, I'm only upset because I wanted an English manager. However, he's a good tournament manager, so why not? We'll judge after his first camp in November. And Blaze says, Steve has had a unicorn in Pep, so he disrespects good managers like Tuchel. When Pep leaves and you get managers on Tuchel's level, I promise you will appreciate more.
Listen, can I just answer that, though? This guy thinks that I've had elite managers all my fucking life. Try watching Phil Neal, Alan Ball, Frank Clark, yeah? Fucking Joe Royal, yeah? People like that. Before Stuart Pearce, where he scored 9 goals all season at home, coming to me, telling me that I've had a unicorn and I don't know what shit managers are like. Don't give you fucking head a wobble. Fuck, you know, people are mental.
Yo, you can't say that to Steve, I'll be honest.
Mental.
Oh my god. AJ says English fans have got to be the most entitled. Tuchel is about the best you can get right now, and he's better than any English coach. The problem is that your squad is overrated. I don't know if it's overrated.
Now we're talking, you know. Let's talk.
If they don't win anything, even just Tuchel after Tuchel, then they will be overrated. If this squad don't pick up a major international tournament in their career span, they will be overrated because is Lampard, Gerrard, and Scholes overrated? Well, they couldn't deliver at international level, so
as a unit,
yeah.
Maybe
individually. I'm talking about as a group, not as individuals. As individuals, they play for Madrid, Liverpool, City, but when they come together, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, but surely if they're doing this at club level, that means they're not. They are top players. It's up to the managers to knit.
Yeah, but I mean more up here. You know, you got to be able to get over the line now. It's crazy at this point. 2 finals, man.
Zephyr says, just for your information, Germany view Netherlands as their footballing rivals. They don't care about England all that much. It is 90% one-sided. And Love United hate the ops as always here. Quick reminder that England's women's team had a Dutch female manager who helped them win the Euros. Nobody was talking about nationality then, but coverage of men's.
Nobody was watching it either.
The coverage of the men's in comparison is very different. Lincoln says, whole quote, he's German talk is frankly BS. Well, not in 1945. Germany does not consider England as a footballing rival. Bigger fish to fry. Game is global. I disagree. They are rivals, you know, whether it is more one-sided or not. Regardless of what year it is, rivalries are built off history, whether it's international or whether it's club level. Just because it's, you know, someone can say, oh, it's 2025 in a few months. What will fuck the rivalry? Like, it doesn't really like correlate to eliminate all history just like that. And like I said, rivalries is a great part of football. It kind of gives more to certain games. And I don't just mean top games. I mean any sort of games we see. Sometimes Switzerland, Serbia, isn't that a game that we've seen at international tournaments that have a rivalry behind it, but then it increases the intensity of the game. Or there's something. So there's something there. We can talk all day about the rights and wrongs of why the history is there and what happened in that. But as football fans, we're watching the football and there's something that's igniting it a bit more because of the history. So football,
bro, it's mad. Some football fans are trying to now mask rivalry under xenophobia, and that bit is, it's not making sense to me. Rivalry is rivalry, even if it's one-sided. The other side still considers the initial side a rival.
As a Tottenham fan, this is fair that he says.
Like,
this.
come on, bro.
Always punching. Yeah, he's like, what?
Always punching. Oh, fam. Speak in May. Let's speak in May, yeah? Speak in May, brother, yeah?
There as well says England manager is currently the most high-pressure job in the world. Why would a young coach who are still building reps put themselves in the cooker? Definitely one of the most. 100%. I agree with that.
When you were speaking about the media before, Paul Scholes said to me on the overlap that in one of the tournaments they was in, they were practicing penalties for one of the games, and the press were in a hotel overlooking the training ground, and the press written down every penalty that the players took, and the next day in the paper they published a list where the England players took the penalties. Now, if that's not your national press going against your team, and that's why Scholesy said to me, the England setup, I've got a big problem with the press. If they do that, so they practiced all day on these penalties they were going to take, thinking they had it all sorted. They woke up that morning and the press had put which direction each player had gone in. Is that mad or what?
Bro, the press are literally against the country. That's how I see it.
It's crazy, mate.
Because I think they feel like they'll get more, not clicks, I don't know, clicks, hits, sales. If England lose and crash out, they see that as revenue, I guess. I don't know.
Mad.
Yeah.
Islands in the chat. Regular says, "Hi, Big Steve. If you're changing allegiances, come and support the boys in green and Ireland. We might not be San Marino and skirts, probably closer to the Faroe Islands after 10 Guinness." If we make it, we'll try. But the island situation at the moment, it's not looking likely they're going to make it.
What is that profiler, man?
You didn't see the one earlier. You didn't see the one.
Oh, the one earlier was crazy.
SAEED, the GRIZZ clocked it, innit?
Yeah, so much.
Little Ziggy again. If English guys did reject the job and no one was left, then I'll hold my hands up. But just a preference to look home first, even if I would like Pep. Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, it's not, you know, you can't not talk about this. England fans love complaining, says Triple O. You wanted an improvement on Southgate and got one of the best cup specialists. I put Emery as first, but it's not enough. 0 trophies in 60 years. Be grateful. But I guess the gratefulness comes with the trophy being delivered. Otherwise, it'll be 70 years or 65 and so on with these decisions being made. And yeah, we talked about it anyway. With a country with a big colonial history, taking the best bits of each country, hiring a German coach to win a World Cup, very English at the looking at the British Museum. My real issue with Tuchel is Mount being made captain and Matisse wearing caps now. On a side note, I still want the name of Matisse's gym with all. Yeah, Matisse, get back to him on that, mate. Yeah. Big up Ziggy. Big up Ziggy in the chat.
Ziggy.
Come on, G. The whole English manager thing is a load of bollocks. Your national meal is an Indian dish. It's 2024. Move on.
Ziggy!
I can't wait for Stephen Ziggy to meet up, man, for sure. It's gonna be mad. The England cricket coach is from New Zealand. Yeah, but this is football we're talking about. It's a bit different. And the impartial blue says Sampaoli slapped up Argentina in Copa America final. How is Tuchel's integrity being questioned? South Americans are generally much less forgiving. Yes, good example there. but there's not many, you know. You can't say because of that it's going to be the same here. Steve, what if City appoint Tuchel when Pep leaves? That's it. No England, no City. Steve just
we're a well-run club.
Steve might just end it there and then. Steve might just end it there.
We're a well-run club, mate. We're a well-run club. We don't go down that road.
Stockport Steve.
Box of Oranges says people fixate on managers to avoid coming to terms with the quality of their squad. Italy, France, and Spain are more talented and deserved to win. Italy, I don't agree with that one, if I'm honest with you. I think that did come down to manager. The bigger question should be why England haven't produced a top manager since Bobby Robson and Brian Clough. Swings and roundabouts, I guess. I mean, to be honest, I don't know the history and managers and whatnot, but I guess different nations have different peaks. But yeah, it is poor at the moment. And Zephyr, the last one on the agenda, says, I've always viewed rivalry as, quote, their crap were better. But when you start involving someone's immutable characteristics, it feels dirty. Not going to lie.
I don't know what that means, immutable.
If you don't.
Like ethnicity or what?
You don't stand a chance.
I guess he means something like that, but I don't really. It's their crap were better. I mean, their crap were better.
What does immutable mean, Said?
It's unchanging over time or unable to be changed.
Oh, well read. Dude. How fast did you Google that, motherfucker?
He really went in. Said on the learning curve.
Off a fucking dictionary. He didn't even read it.
No, he's on ChatGPT and he's just like, tell me what.
No, I'm not. Just quick, can it?
Teacher settings going in, bro.
Sorry, I didn't see this one from Jesus Lopez saying in 94 years, 22 teams have won the World Cup. None of them have had a foreign manager. You don't need a big name manager in international football. And that's why it's got to be done now for it to be justified. Because if it's not done and England don't find success, it's going to be a bigger story having hired a German manager than it would have been had it been. To be, it still would have been big. But
I think England should have been looking to win the World Cup anyway.
Oh, yeah.
They would have been under.
It's a ballsy move. They want to win. I low-key respect the ambition to win.
Fair.
Yeah. All right, that last one. Sorry, you got a buzzer beater here. Where do we draw the lines if Tuchel gets British citizenship tomorrow, or how long to be eligible? Think about binationals, even in England's squad right now. Tough. Yeah, but again, but that's a lot of ifs there. Whereas Tuchel is Tuchel, we know who he is and what the background and whatnot. And you're talking about citizenship, where if players grow up in a certain country or born in a certain country, like I've born here, that's kind of different to what we're saying here. But yeah, let's move on because we are 52 minutes in. I didn't anticipate the conversation to go on this long. But we've still got games to talk about and predict this weekend. Obviously, one big one standing out, and that is Liverpool, Chelsea. And as Albion says, battle of the Baldies. Sunday, we'll find out who's got the shinier head. He's also asking TOBS if they're winning a trophy.
Speak soon.
All right, cool. Liverpool, Chelsea, Anfield, the destination, GRIZZ. International break over, top of the league. I think a lot of people are saying Liverpool's run starts now in terms of their real test. You said it, game week 12, you said. So it's game week 8. This is game 1 of 4 or 5 coming up that you think will give you either the confidence to say title race or title or not.
Yeah, straight up. It's title charge or not. And it starts on Sunday. The rivalry between Chelsea and Liverpool has died down, obviously, in recent years because of the fall off from Chelsea. There hasn't been that cutting edge or jeopardy in these games. But as I've said, and I'm not doing it just for this game, people know because I predicted them 4th at the start of the season. I think they're on the upward curve, finally, after fucking ages in the doldrums and in the mud, so to speak. So I think they're finally on the up, and we haven't dropped much from last season, so it seems. So taking those things into consideration, I anticipate a good game of football, a tight game of football. We've blamed them last couple of times at Anfield. Last season was.
Who are you rooting for?
What do you mean by that?
Who are you rooting for?
Was it one blamming?
As I say, there's a couple of draws, wasn't there?
There's a lot of draws.
A lot of draws.
Who are you rooting for? I don't know what he means by that. You're trying to be.
Are you rooting for? Are you rooting for your main manager GRIZZ, or are you rooting for my man?
In this game, my man.
Slot.
In this game, my man. When he plays the rest of you, look, I'm GRIZZ for now. So, but anyway, talk about this game, one game at a time. Battle of the Baldies, call it what you want. We have to keep the momentum up, especially going into Arsenal the following week. Arsenal, Chelsea in consecutive weeks is going to be nice. It's going to be a nice test. Everyone's obviously, every week, everyone keeps saying, oh, this is the test for Liverpool. This is the test for Liverpool. And granted, this is the test for Liverpool now. As I said, Chelsea have got good players, and I believe they've got a good coach now. But I have to be confident at Anfield. You know what I mean? As I said, last season was the scene of Conor Bradley's first goal. We played so good. I think it ended up 3-1, but it could have been like 6-7-1. Easy. So I don't think it'll be that. I don't think it'll be a walk in the park. I think Chelsea have got the players to cause us issues. But it'll be a test in terms of how we can continue to control games like we have been controlling. When I mean controlling, I don't necessarily mean having the most possession. Controlling means in terms of the opposition not having any clear-cut chances. Like they may have possession, they might have spells in the game where they've got the ball or even territorial advantage, but no penetration as such, no saves to make, one of those ones. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, man, I'm confident. I think it'll be a good game of football. Of course, we're going to be live and exclusive on the Mob on Sunday. So it'll be interesting to sit opposite my brother Matisse, and we will be.
You lot have been chilling. Can't lie, these mobs, you've been chilling, so it's good to see you.
I was going to say we've been having hella fun.
Yeah.
Sunday,
no wings and chicken this
Sunday,
weekend.
No. There's no wings. TOBS, cancel that order for this Sunday.
Yeah.
There's no two-piece chicken. I don't want leg and thigh. I just want water, plain water, and then after the game we decide if we celebrate or not, and who's getting dealt with, so to speak.
Yeah. I think we lead the league.
Can you take off that hat now or what?
Yeah, please. Yeah, take off.
No.
You're still making
the whole show. No. I think you need to get used to my new lifestyle that I'm about to lead. Yeah. So
no problem. So I take it you're going to the next set of friendlies in November.
Yeah, I probably will go with Big Steve. We'll go together. To be fair, Carsley's still in charge.
Oh yeah.
Carsley's still in charge. So
and Steve have to go to the next.
Have to go to a game.
I need to be honest. I am going to England, the island.
Oh yeah,
because
he don't start till January, doesn't he?
You have to take Matisse because Matisse is half.
He doesn't start his job until.
Yeah, he don't start till January anyway.
Yeah,
January. No
Lee
way.
Carsley,
so it'll be March international break.
Yeah.
No, Steve and Matisse have to go.
Players don't start till next year, innit? So that's probably why.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
You used to have to.
I will be there. England, Ireland. I will be there.
Okay.
Turkish, will you be there?
We gotta make that happen. Where is it? Wembley.
You are Irish as well.
Yeah.
What, next international break? Oh yeah. The first one of the two friendly.
Yeah, November. No, it's the Nations League.
Second.
Yeah,
Nations League is friendlies though, isn't it? But yeah, okay. Who are you going with?
Who's coming with me?
But he's chilling, man.
I'm taking someone with me, a client with me, I think, but I can't even remember.
Is that Wembley?
Yeah. Right. It's at Wembley. I've got Wembley. I have got Club Wembley tickets. You know, I spent
give me one for free.
£10,000 a season to watch England.
He does. Yeah.
This is why I'm pissed off. Yeah. Now I'm going to get in bratwursts and shit in the.
Where's the fucking pies gone?
Where's the pies gone?
German dollars. You don't like the German dollars.
Let me tell you this as well. Yeah, watching football games in Germany, right, especially at the Alliance. Everything is bratwurst burger, bratwurst hot dog.
I know.
Bro, just give me a different type of food, bro, man.
No, the different places, man. The different one is the currywurst. That's the other one.
Oh, that's worse, bro.
It's all mad. It's all mad.
Yeah, I've not really, yeah, we've not really tried German food, have we? But yeah.
No, I don't even know what it is, if I'm honest. But yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the Germans in the chat, man.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Liverpool away. I think we lead, or we're one of the leading teams for open play chances created this season. So we are good at creating chances, but we
Where are
struggle.
you exactly in that table?
I'll let you find that out. You know what I mean?
I thought it's a mad stat then. I was like,
yeah, we do very well in open play. We don't create from set pieces. I know that. You know what I mean? That's set pieces.
Who you trying to dig out there? Who you trying to dig?
What? No, I'm not digging at anybody. I know Arsenal are very well versed in this. This is not something that we are very well versed in. Do you know what I mean? So I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. Do you know what I mean?
I can't talk, but the way you said that was just funny, man. I can't lie.
We scored the second most goals in the Prem this season. We must have got those goals from somewhere. Do you know what I mean? They weren't all penalties. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game, man. I think for me, it's going to be a very, very interesting midfield battle because it will be Palmer, Gravenberch, great form from both of them. McAllister, great player. Caicedo having a great international break, it seems. Not that I'll be watching him, but and then obviously for us, he's been very good. But then Enzo and Szoboszlai are the two midfielders that maybe need to up their levels and start to demonstrate why they're in there midfield freeze before they get replaced. I know Jones knocking on the door. Lavia's coming back from injury for us as well. So they're under a bit of pressure. So I think there's a lot of battles in there. I'm looking forward to watching. Diaz in great form. Salah obviously is going to be a problem. Cucurella suspended, but I'm very much looking forward to Renato Vega getting an opportunity to stand up and kind of test himself against the very best. And then for us, Jackson, I think Jackson offers a different threat to Konate and Van Dijk. It's not so in their face. He'll drop deep. He'll run the channels. He'll dribble. He'll run at them. That might pose something. And Madueke as well, if Robertson starts a bit of pace. So I think it's going to be a great game. For me, I'm looking at it as a shootout because I don't trust us to keep a clean sheet at all. I can almost guarantee that's not happening. So it's going to have to be a shootout from us. And obviously they've been very good defensively this season, but there's still hope there that we can upset the party and cause problems. We've got enough quality. I worry about us physically in terms of set pieces, Van Dijk, Konate, and things like this. But yeah, man, we're not favourites, but yeah, man, we need to go and do something.
As a team that looks rejuvenated this year with Maresca and whatnot, is there any? Listen, I'm not saying you must win the game, but is there any must that you want to take personally from this game off the back of it? Like, you know, you might lose it, but you know, is there anything you're looking for as your first big test this season?
Well, City was the.
Well,
City
I mean,
City came too soon.
Since you've been on a run.
I'd say I need a result. Like I can't be happy with a slim defeat. Like get a result. Be a bit pragmatic because I think we have to be, especially with Enzo in midfield. Close the gaps in the midfield. Make sure there's not too much space in between the lines, and try to make sure that we're a little bit more defense. I would take a lot of pride from a defensively sound performance. I think we've already proven we can score goals. I think we've already proven we can entertain, that we can play an exciting brand of football, but we need to prove that we can defend and defend as a unit. And if we can do that at Anfield, I'll be very impressed, and that will be progress for me. And yeah, I'll take a draw. Like I don't think many people will go to Anfield and say, "Oh, we must win." Even title contenders, City and Arsenal, don't go to Anfield and say we must win unless they put themselves in a position where they have to say that. I shouldn't have to say that in October. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. But
do you know what? I was thinking about what you said about set pieces and aerial, but you know, I think inadvertently, flukily, obviously not planned, but with Cucurella and Fofana being suspended, is it Fofana and Cucurella, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tossing an absolute
man. He's underrated.
Yeah, let me finish it. Tossing, an absolute giant in terms of height, comes in.
Yeah.
And Vega's not short, is he? He's taller than he's big. He's much more physical. So I think inadvertently you might be lucky with that, because I was really looking forward to it, because you have got a short team apart from them, you know, a couple of centre backs maybe. So Tosin increases your height, and so does Vega. And I think this is just my hunch. Obviously, you know much more. I think you won't play Palmer in midfield. I think you're going to bring in Lavia. And I
from the start,
I think you're going to play a 3-man midfield at Anfield. I think you're going to play a 3-man midfield and really look to cancel us out. And obviously, we're going to have to take the initiative, and then you're going to probably rely on the likes of Palmer. I mean, I don't know who you're going to play up front. Palmer.
It'll be Jackson up front. Well, I mean,
Jackson, Palmer, and Madueke.
See, my thing is if Palmer's playing in the front three, he has to play on the right. And last season, when he played on the right, he had the Gusto overlap. We've not seen Gusto overlapping at all this season. He's inverting, and we haven't really overlapped our fullbacks at all. My only one issue with moving Palmer out of the 10 and playing him out on the right is you're probably taking Madueke out, right? Because Sancho has to play on the left. And Madueke is a very good outlet. You have to pay a bit of respect to the pace and the 1v1 that he has. And I think that drops your defensive line a bit, gets us in the game a bit more. If we get it gets a bit claustrophobic, I think. If Palmer's on the right, Sancho's on the left, a lot of people want to come central, a lot of people want to link up. There's no width then. There's nobody to make runs in behind. And then suddenly, I think you guys
last season, I remember very clearly at Anfield, I knew we're going to terrorize your midfield and not let them breathe. And I think if you play again just a double pivot of Enzo and Caicedo, I'll be confident.
I don't think Lavia's ready to start though, bro. He just come back.
Who else you got? Dewsbury Hall.
Dewsbury Hall. Yeah, Dewsbury
Hall's doing. What was the point of that signing?
You have to ask. You have to ask Robert. You have to ask Robert.
It's game week 6, man.
Robert answers all questions now.
I don't care if it's game week 6. I said this in the summer when they signed him. I'm just not sure what the point of that signing is.
It's a very good squad.
Yeah, but they already have a big squad. They have Lavia, they have Caicedo, they have Enzo, they have Chukwuemeka, they have Cassidy, they have the brother that's on loan at Southampton. They have so many options.
He's on loan at Southampton. Chukwuemeka,
he's on, but that's my
Caicedo, the Leicester one. He's not a non-entity. So really,
but that's
4 starters. You're allowed to have 5 starters if you play 3 midfield tops. It's called a squad game. They're allowed to have.
There's going to be injuries, man. There's going to be injuries and whatnot.
Of course, I don't know why.
I think TOBS is looking at it from a financial perspective. You've outlaid 30 million on a player that doesn't really improve to start an 11, and nor do we really trust him to come and start a game like this. Maresca has not really used him in Premier League games, and he's not started him. There was one game where he didn't make the bench. Me personally, I think from a potential standpoint, I think we've got players like Andre Santos that's out on loan that can
that's another one.
Triple the player he can be.
And he's cooking. He's
cooking, bro. And I knew he would.
GRIZZ will tell you, oh, he's too young. He's too young. Forget about it.
He's not too young. He's injured now for the rest of the season, so he would have been injured as well, I think. Santos.
I don't think he's injured for the rest of the season. I haven't heard that.
Not for the rest of the, but he's injured. This is the brother at Lille,
Strasbourg.
Yeah.
I don't think
maybe another Santos.
Wasn't the Dewsbury Hall a PSR thing or something like that though?
Could be.
Homegrown quarter.
Well, also Maresca comes in, and that's somebody he had at Leicester, and maybe it's his guy. When we signed him, I just didn't feel like it was a Jorginho Sarri. I didn't feel like he was that integral to the way Maresca plays to be
GRIZZ just made that up. Like that. But, he just made that up.
But listen,
now there's a Santos injured.
I think a more important point is that really Enzo has to play this game and has to boss it. Like, this is the whole reason why you're here. We shouldn't be talking about rotating you, or you're not quite made for this game. Like, you should be coming into this fixture and asserting yourself and saying, right, I'm going to be dominating that midfield with Caicedo, and I'm going to be proving why we purchased you. So I'm not really even looking for someone like Dewsbury Hall to come into this who cost 30 million and is a squad player. We knew that anyway. I'm looking at Enzo Fernandez to start this game, and for all of his limitations or his frailties, I'm expecting you to showcase your passing, showcase your control, dictate the tempo. You're going up against Szoboszlai, who's not that type of midfielder. Going up against Gravenberch, right? You should be able to go toe-to-toe, even though I think his ball-carrying ability is going to be a problem for Enzo if he gets close to him. And obviously, McAllister, that's your countryman, right? That's you need to show that you're better than him, because you was quite a bit more expensive. So
do you think it's going to be Enzo, Caicedo, and Palmer?
I'm not sure what I'm not sure. I get what you're saying. I would prefer it to be Lavia with Caicedo in this game, but because Lavia is not ready, I wouldn't rush Lavia. Then he gets injured on the bench. No.
Oh shit!
No, he can't start. He can't start.
Okay.
So I think the last time he played was City game, first game of the season. So for me, and that's the last time we played that midfield that you just said. So for me, I wouldn't risk Lavia for this game, and then he's out for Newcastle United, and then back to square one with no options. So
your back four would be Gusto, tall brother Tosin,
Colwell,
and
Vega.
Ramon Vega.
Yeah. Ramon, you're funny.
Okay.
I think Chelsea can get some at me.
So do I.
I feel like Chelsea can get some. I feel like Liverpool are great at Anfield, but they're not as good as they was under Klopp, in my opinion. I feel like Forest shown a little bit there. And then you look at the Chelsea team, a lot of people talk like Chelsea are some sort of fucking bum team. When we look at the players they've got, they're an unbelievable team. And how they sail under the radar when no one puts the pressure on them, they should be going to Anfield to win. You know what I mean? The players they've got, the midfield they've got there, the players we're naming, Sancho, Cole Palmer, Jackson, Caicedo, all these people, you know what I mean? Fernandez. You know, I think the key battle's in the midfield. I think Chelsea have got to maybe soak up a lot of pressure, let Liverpool get the crowd up and let Liverpool go at them a bit. But on the counter-attack, Madueke, Sancho, if they both play, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. And I can see there are going to be chances. I can see this being a high-scoring game, like a 2-2 or a 3-2 or something like that. But I don't know. I just think the consistency with Chelsea. One week I watch them and I feel like, oh yeah, he's got it cooking here, and they look like they're putting it together, and then they'll go and drop a bit of a draw or something the week after. It's just that consistency for me. But they've definitely got the players to go there and get something from, in my opinion. But I don't know. It's a midfield battle. Gravenberch, great season he's having. You've got to get in and around him. I feel like the Chelsea midfield's soft to me. I feel it's soft. I feel like Caicedo and that Fernandez for the big reputation, the big transfer fees. We're the boys. They don't rattle nobody. They don't upset anybody. They're not hard to play against. They're just there. And I feel like I've seen lesser midfielders put it on them. But at Anfield, there's no hiding place. You know what I mean? Liverpool, they're going to go for it. So them two players for me have got to step up for Chelsea.
I think for me, I think Caicedo's played well, to be fair, this season, if I'm being honest. But I'm looking at the big game players and the big game experience. I think Liverpool, this is why I think Liverpool will edge this game. I just think with Van Dijk, Trent, they've been in this kind of bigger games before. Don't get me wrong. There's still players there. Sancho, played in Europe, Cole Palmer. But I just think for me, with Van Dijk and Trent and Salah, that kind of big game experience, I think they're just going to edge it here. And maybe it's a match too soon for Chelsea. But I think, like I said, bro, the talent there, bro. No Alisson as well. GRIZZ Alisson out. You know what I mean, bro? This guy is a monster, man, when you deep it, bro. So if Chelsea can get them chances and take them, boy, they gotta be going.
Gotta be
on the front foot, yeah, man.
Chelsea gotta go for it. Like,
yeah,
I'm with Steve, where you look at Chelsea's team and it's like you've got the players to hurt Liverpool. You definitely have. Like, Liverpool have done well this season, but they're not invincible. Like, Chelsea have got the players to hurt them. And Chelsea, listen, I know Liverpool had half their team missing, but Chelsea showed in the cup final that they can hurt Liverpool if Liverpool are missing one or two players. They're missing more players that day. However, at Anfield, I just feel like I don't think Liverpool have to be at their 100% best to get a result in this game. I think, to your point, Saeed, and I really agree with this, I think when you got difference makers like Salah, like Trent, like Van Dijk on the pitch, I don't know, there's just something there that just gives you that extra percentage in these matches, man. And I think that's going to be the difference as well in this game. And I actually think Gravenberch, I feel like the way he's playing now, I'm really interested to see that battle in the midfield, because if you're looking at the form this season, I don't really see how Chelsea's midfield stop him. When I've watched Chelsea play, I've seen guys go through their midfield a bit too easily. And that's even with Caicedo putting in more of a shift, playing well. So Gravenberch, who's someone who's actually winning a lot of duels, driving through the midfield, deleting players on the half turn. I don't know, man. I feel like that area is going to be problematic for them.
Yeah, no, it is. That's the biggest issue going into the game. I think sometimes we combat that by inverting a fullback. But when you invert a fullback, if you turn over possession quickly, you now got someone out on the flanks that's standing in space, and you don't want to give Diaz, Gakpo, Salah. You don't want to give those guys any space. So it's going to be interesting to see what the manager does, because he has got a bit of an issue there. And yeah, if we can win that battle and keep, this is why I think we have to keep the ball. That's what Enzo and Caicedo have to do. They have to keep the ball. When they're not made to chase and, you know, be running after players and chasing shadows for 90 minutes. We have to keep the ball. That's why for me, Sancho has to start. Ball retention has to be there. We can't go to Anfield and just sacrifice possession. If we do that, we haven't built a team to sustain, like we haven't built a team to take wave after wave after wave of pressure. I don't think.
I'm absolutely intrigued in the way, more than how you guys set up than us. I know how we're going to set up. Everyone pretty much knows how we're going to set up. We're going to play the same 11, Jota, Diaz, Salah, you know, the same 3 in midfield and the same back 4. Obviously, Alisson out, Kelleher in. I'm intrigued if your coach is as highly thought of as good as I think he is, and he's going to adapt to each game and each situation. Because if he's a wise guy, in my opinion, he doesn't go with Enzo, Caicedo, and Palmer in midfield. He's asking for bare trouble. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, but do you think Dewsbury? I don't think Dewsbury.
I don't know.
He doesn't add physicality. He doesn't add tackles, interceptions. That's my thing. So it's like,
what I don't know is your options. Automatically, Lavia came to mind, but people in the chat are saying he's been on the bench and he's had minutes. So maybe he's ready to start now, Matisse. People are saying he's been in the squad last 2-3 games. Because I've just got a hunch that I think he's going to bring in Lavia, or he's going to do something different. Because if he goes to Anfield and plays Madueke, Sancho, Jackson, Palmer, 4 attackers, and Enzo and Caicedo, then you're right. I hear you what you're saying. It's a gunsling. It's like, you know, howdy. I might have to bring in my hat, you know what I mean, on Sunday for the mob.
You should. That's a gunslinging lineup.
Yeah, if that's the lineup, that's a gunslinging lineup. Then I think we're in for some, like Steve says, then we're looking fucking over 4 goals in the game.
Lavia's fit.
But to play Anfield though.
Lavia's fit. My point is not Lavia's not fit. My point is he match sharp to go to Anfield and deal with Szoboszlai's energy and press, to deal with Gravenberch's physicality.
I don't think he'll do any worse than Enzo. I don't think he'll do any worse.
Okay, but so with Enzo's shortcomings, I'm starting to think there's also some misprofiling going on with Lavia now. People are thinking Lavia is some sort of destroyer, or Lavia is gonna be some sort of dual.
He's good on the ball, man.
He's good on the ball. That's not the problem. We have Enzo who's good on the ball, but Lavia is not a dual monster. He's not a Rodri or a Rice or so.
Let me just tell you some insight.
Lavia is harder to press.
Let me tell you some things, guys. Lavia and Dewsbury Hall in recent seasons have had blinders at Anfield. Lavia for Southampton and Dewsbury Hall for Leicester City. Them 2 players have got quite a bit of history at playing very well at Anfield. I'm just thinking out of the box.
But that's for lesser teams.
Yeah, I'm just thinking outside the box. Obviously, we don't know the lineup, and you're probably right. He's going to go with the lineup that you've got. Yeah, the back 4 picks itself now because of the suspensions, and then you know he's not going to play Mudryk. He's not going to play. Who's your other winger? Whoever. Nkunku. See, the thing is, I'm fearful of Nkunku if he starts. But again, I don't think looks like he's not going to play Nkunku. So he has got a couple of options. I'm intrigued if he does something different, because we know how I'm going to set up. We know how we're going to set up, and I'm confident that that's how they're going to set up.
I'm just wary of people expecting Lavia to drop a masterclass in his first start at Anfield. And
I'm a fan of Lavia.
I'm a massive fan of Lavia as well. But if people are expecting him to drop what would need to be a masterclass at Anfield in his first start, and he doesn't, I don't want to see bare bullshit on Monday in the chat say, oh, Lavia, he's cooked, he's fried, he's not that good. Because I'm saying right now, I don't think he should be starting his first start at Anfield. So if he's not ready when he plays, I don't want to hear it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
He's setting up the protection from early.
I have to, bro. I have to, because he should be playing Panathinaikos first game.
This Liverpool's midfield, it's got good players, but come on, it's not like you're not playing world beaters. Let's be serious.
You're not.
McAllister's very good. I think he's a very good midfielder, and Gravenberch, he looks good. Come on, you've got Szoboszlai just running around, just not scoring goals, not creating goals. Like, I feel like if Lavia's got enough juice in the tank, right? If I'm a Chelsea fan, I have confidence that he can go to Chelsea and show out. He can. I saw him against Man City where you lost 2-0 and he still looked good. Good.
I'm absolutely happy that we've ended this segment with Toby cussing our midfield because we know Toby's record.
I'm not cussing your midfield.
We know what Toby's record
this season of cussing every player and what
did I cuss your midfield? I said McAllister's a baller.
You mean Szoboszlai?
Szoboszlai. Match when I said
you can slander Szoboszlai, he ain't gonna do shit.
Szoboszlai is just running around. So then you have to drop a blind.
Yeah, I mean, don't even worry about that.
I'm not gonna disrespect.
Okay, you as well.
I'm not gonna.
You got the maddest record.
I'm not gonna disrespect the league leaders right now.
I'm saying,
I don't mind saying that.
I want him to talk. I want my curse to continue. I would.
Bro, it's about that time, man. You got 70 million, man.
Look at this guy playing against us.
To pack Chelsea, but Szoboszlai just stinks, bro.
I try to threaten me.
He gets away with it. It's the truth.
Cue Szoboszlai 25-yarder now. Thanks, Tobes.
Please, Szoboszlai, if you're listening, crash it on Chelsea. I need that.
We will be there. People, Sunday reminder, the mob is back. 5 of the panel. I hope 5. Tobes, is your ticket sorted yet or not?
I've not booked my travel yet, but it looks like I'll be able to fly on Monday. So yeah, I should be there.
So 5 of us will be there. The regular 4, the core 4 as usual. Saeed's joining us on Sunday. So make sure you're there, people. Subscribe right here. Notification bell on.
Neutral, yeah? Neutral.
Chelsea. Yeah.
Neutral, yeah?
Well, I'm a neutral.
Wait, Turkish, who are you supporting?
Who am I supporting?
Yeah.
I don't support neither, but I don't want Liverpool to win.
No, we just need to pick and choose which who's going to be on what side. Yeah, man.
Nah, definitely. I mean, come on, man. I don't want Liverpool to win. Chelsea, I don't want Liverpool to win. Draw. That's what I'm supporting, a draw.
This guy's always on the
blue side. Okay.
Well, obviously, I hate Chelsea more than Liverpool.
I'm on your side, brother. I'm on your side, brother. We will be there. We'll be there.
Cool. Okay, great.
Cool. Let me do the super chat, and then we do the predictions after that. Goisa says, hey, yo, 6 a.m. here in Australia. Time to sit down and watch the Big Six with some breakfast. Love for the love. Big game this weekend. Hoping to not see yet another draw. Hope everyone's healthy and doing well. Yeah, love for the love, my bro. I hope you've enjoyed breakfast because this one came in a little earlier. So you must be out and ready to start your day now. About an hour ago that came in. Yeah, over an hour ago. So have a good day, mate. Love for the love. Support
mate,
as always.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. Yeah.
So you can say, please.
No?
So you don't want to say it? Have a good day, mate.
Easier. Sorry, that was lighting equipment.
Pranav says, big up the Big Six. Question for you. Actually, wait, let me do this the other way around. Thanks for bringing Big Steve back. He is awesome. That's first and foremost from Pranav. Come on, love for the love, man. Steve appreciates it. And he says, big up the Big Six. If we get 4 points versus Chelsea and Arsenal away, are we saying onslaught men ready for the title challenge? GRIZZ, set the boundary right now. Is it 4 out of 6 points? Or is it talk to me in game week 12?
Talk to me in game week 12, man. Don't do these foolish ones with me, people. Game week 12.
But there will be ninja tweets, though, after the game.
Okay. So follow us on Twitter, people. Will there be ninja tweets? You'll find out soon enough. Robert says we will give Liverpool the Brighton treatment and let you have the ball, hit you with pacing behind. Diego will invert to solidify the midfield. I go 3-1 Chelsea.
Jeez. Man like Robert. Come on.
And he also adds everyone's focusing on what Chelsea needs to do to stop Liverpool. How are they going to stop us? Sorry, but Liverpool don't scare me. Forest was a bigger test.
What, Forrest Gump?
Robert's on one, you know. It's all mad.
He's always been confident, to be fair.
I like Robert, man. He's, you know, I mean, we need
on a different level of.
We need people like that in the world, man. To balance
out. Let me bring up the table. 10 days since I brought it up, but there's a bit of change. I had a poor week, so the table's tightened up from top to bottom. 3 points separating Matisse at the top and GRIZZ at the bottom. But listen, Matisse is on 29 points. I'm on 29 points. He's got 5 correct scores. I've got 4. TOBS just behind on 27 with 3 correct scores. SAEED, Big Steve, and GRIZZ all on 26.
This is mad this season. This is mad.
No one wants to get cut adrift, no? Chris, you actually struggle with getting correct scores every year, don't you?
Well, it's quite obvious. Why are you asking me that?
Yeah, but why do you struggle with this? What's your problem?
Because you know what he does? He says, I can't choose that result because all of you lot chose that. That's what he does. So that's why
exactly I try to be different. But from now on, I've changed.
That's why you stop
100%. Because I was always last. I always used to go after you lot, and I try to be different. Fuck that.
Matisse, top of the league, first up, Liverpool, Chelsea.
2-2.
2-2. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Liverpool win. TOBS.
I'm going for a 2-1 Liverpool win.
2-1. SAEED.
Same. 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1. Steve.
2-2.
Another 2-2. And GRIZZ.
3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool as well. So we've got 2 3-1s, we've got 2 2-1s, and we've got 2 2-2s. So yeah, interesting. Couple draws, 4 Liverpool wins by different margins. Ramadan comes in with the super chat saying, I was late to the stream. Did you man speak on the Sancho battle versus Trent? Because there's only one man winning that.
Sancho looks to be in favor again, isn't it? Let's see.
We will be there. Let's keep it moving. Liverpool, Chelsea out the way. We're hour 26 in, 6.4K in the building. Hit the like button, people. We've passed 1,000 likes already. Let's get to 2,000. Show the video some love. Show the channel some love by making sure you're subscribed. Big up Chief Alfred saying big up the show, the chat, and the panel. And a reminder, if you haven't watched the LA vlog, make sure you go watch it after this one, people. It's the last video we uploaded. It was yesterday. It's an hour long. Chill out, sit down, watch it. Here's a little clip.
Brentford America is so dramatized, man. It's mad.
Do an impression.
88, please. Can you come to the till, please? That would be great. Thank you.
He thinks he's a sheriff now. Do you know what I mean? What is he? What's he going to be?
See this guy here? He threatened me earlier. He said if I don't have his money by 12, there's going to be problems.
I said pay that £50 on your son's getting a CCJ on his name
tonight. What's the time? It's nearly 1. Nearly 1. Not 12:01, not 12:05. I've given him 55 minutes, let's say, to fulfill those threats. There's going to be problems for me. Look at him. He could be finished right now. He could be finished right now. In fact, if he doesn't have my money by 12, there's going to be problems for him. Do you hear that? Yo, you're going to have problems. 12 o'clock, £50. Do you understand?
And that's nasty work. And the thing is, anyone who knows me knows that like I'm a deep sleeper. When I sleep, I sleep. Bro. Like, you can't wake me up. I've slept through fire alarms. So you doing that shit when I'm asleep, it just shows me everything I need to know about your character. You're a pussy. That's what you are.
And as you can see, TOBS is still alive, so the debt was paid. Yeah, the £50 entered my account.
You owe me peas. You owe me peas. In fact,
he's
you know, let me go on the internet now.
It's a new world since you paid that £50. It's all
I feel sorry for Lil Zay, man. He's gonna get a poor CCJ on his name, man. That's not good. When he goes to get a mortgage, they're gonna see that CCJ and they're gonna be like, oh, your dad Turkish didn't pay TOBS £50, and for that reason for rejecting your mortgage.
Man, stopping the next generation from flourishing.
Don't let me tell him, hey, Zekai, Uncle TOBS has done some Nigerian fraud on your account. And he's paid the whole gap. Don't let me tell him that, you know.
Yeah, there's been a few of them.
Let's keep it moving, but go watch that vlog, people, because amazing work from Scott Thuggery. And let's keep it moving. I mean, all other fixtures are pretty light to talk about. I mean, we started with Liverpool, Chelsea, both top 4 teams. Let's go on to Arsenal and or City. Wolves away, Bournemouth away. Bournemouth away. back to business. I mean, Saka picked up an injury international break. So depending on that situation, listen, either or, we should still win the game. But I think Saka is definitely the key to our attack. I still think there's something missing in attack, and the closest thing we've got to a killer is Saka. And I think, you know, Southampton proved that alone. He made a difference, including Havertz as well. So big, you know, it's a big problem for us if Saka's not there for a few games, especially before that Liverpool game next week. We need Saka back for that one. Is it best to rest him from now up until that game, or would he need some minutes prior to that game? That's kind of what I'm, you know, debating. Probably better to get minutes against Bournemouth than Shakhtar, but if it's a serious twinge, then I doubt he makes Bournemouth. Other than that, I mean, you know, the team picks itself. Ben White, I haven't heard much news from him. So Timber and Calafiori should start fullbacks. Merino played 60-odd minutes for Spain international break, or maybe he played the second game as well. I don't remember. I didn't check actually. But he's ready to go. I don't think he'll start. I think Partey deserves his spot. So I think it'll be Partey, Rice, and probably Trossard. But I think by the time Liverpool comes about, Merino will be starting for us in midfield. I just think, you know, we are missing that sort of a player in midfield. Me and James done a video on AFTV about the numbers. Obviously, James provided some numbers to back an argument, and we were last in the league, 20th in passing around the back. We're last in the league. We're 20th in the league for passing around the back. We're 14th, I think it was, for passes in the middle third. And we're 4th for passes in the attacking third. So we're going longer, an awful lot more than we was last season. We're bypassing defense and midfield. Why? Maybe because Odegaard's not there. Mourinho hasn't been there. I expect those numbers to change a little bit when they come in. But it's Bournemouth away. You know, they've got Semenyo. Clive hasn't had a great start to the season. And Van Nielsen hasn't had a great start to his Bournemouth career. I think Semenyo is the biggest threat. Calafiori on that side. Listen, Semenyo can get at him. We've seen Savio get at him. We've seen what's the Southampton winger called? We've seen him get at him a couple times in those games. Diblin. Overall, he's done well, but that type of a winger can cause problems. But come on, you know, I think Bournemouth are 14th for a reason. They've been unlucky in some games, but we should get the job done. Away from home, our form is much better. We're a lot more solid than we are at home. We tend not to concede. Get the job done. Keep it moving. On to Shakhtar.
Shakhtar away?
No, Shakhtar at home as well.
Oh, okay, I was going to say.
Do you have do you know anyone who can get me a spare? My cousin's coming from America and he supports Arsenal in it, so I wanted to try and get him.
There's 1,000 tickets, bro, in the whole allocated seats. You know that?
What's that?
There's only like 1,000 tickets, available. So it's going to be a bit sticky.
I don't get it.
No, it's not a joke. It's Bournemouth Stadium.
Bournemouth.
I'm not talking about Bournemouth. I'm talking about Shakhtar.
Oh, Shakhtar. Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, Bournemouth is a shoebox. No chance of that.
Yeah. Nice little ground though. I mean, it is.
I've
nice
never been.
When you're close to the players, it reminds you of the old school grounds more than the new school grounds. All right. I mean, there's not much else to discuss. Let me see if there's any Arsenal super chats. I think there was one earlier. Albion said 3-0 win for Arsenal. Turkey, how many points are we getting versus Newcastle, Inter, and Chelsea? That's after Liverpool, right? So, probably ask me then. Because we still got Bournemouth, Shakhtar, and Liverpool to go through, and a lot can change with injuries. Odegaard, will he be back by those games? I still expect 3 points against Newcastle, 3 points against Chelsea. Inter Milan away, Champions League. I'll take a point there. Can we win? Yeah, but I'll take the point. So let's say 7. Let's say 7. I'll say 7. But that's an early prediction without knowing the finer details of it all. Aside from that, any other Arsenal ones? No.
No.
Right,
it should be a difficult game, but I think Arsenal just breeze through it, I think.
I don't think it will be a breeze, but I think Arsenal will win.
Yeah.
I don't know about these seaside clubs, man. I don't really feel like they got the minerals. You know what I mean?
That's what it boils down to. They ain't got the minerals.
They got the minerals, especially with Arsenal's defense.
I heard of what they did to you lot as well. I heard that they
pammed them though.
They should have beat you lot, and they drew 1-1. So I think Arsenal will dispatch them, maybe like a 3-1 or something. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they'll have their moments. I don't think it's going to be smooth sailings throughout the entire 90 minutes for Arsenal.
Toby gave his prediction.
Let's do predictions now. Matisse, go on.
I'll go 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. Where are we? I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. Tobs?
3-1. What a copycat.
Saeed?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0. Couple 2-0s, couple 3-1. Steve?
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 win. And GRIZZ?
2-0.
Another 2-0. Cool. All Arsenal wins. No more Arsenal super chat. Steve, Bournemouth. No, sorry. Wolves away.
Yeah.
Bogey
Listen,
ground.
Wolves beat us. They beat us last year at Molineux. But this year they're having a bad season. Tough season. Bottom of the league. So you couldn't ask for a better game to come back from international break. Nathan Ake's fit. De Bruyne's still out. A couple of little injuries still niggling away at people. I think Pep will let that rest till maybe Southampton next week. But
De Bruyne definitely out. Or are you playing mind games?
No, he's out. He didn't train today. I don't think he'll risk him. We got Prague on Wednesday. Maybe he might get some minutes there, and then Southampton at home the weekend. So really, we got 3 good games. I don't want to jinx it, but we got 3 good games. I'm expecting to.
I love how he said that.
Prague and Southampton.
Mate, listen, last year the same going into Molineux, yeah, we're going to do this, going to do that, got beat. So you got to be humble a little bit there. But
you know what though, with Wolves, I know they're bottom here, but you guys watch their games. They've not been that bad, you know.
They've played well enough. It's just the quality. They just don't have enough quality to put teams away. And when they,
I think it's more their defense. Their attack's done their thing. If you look at
that's what I was about to say. They don't have enough quality to put teams away when they're on top.
Yeah.
And when the team pegs them back, like their defense is just all over the shop. All over the shop.
Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of that Semedo at all. And with Kilman gone, they look so lightweight. Nuri's a bad boy, but
he's terrible defensively.
But he's
I like when he goes forward.
Man.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, let me rephrase. He's not terrible defensively because I actually like Nuri, and he's someone who I would have had
Liverpool. I want him.
I'd have him at Spurs as well. But I think for this season, he's been a stripper defensively, bro. He's been.
But look at the rest of them. I look at the rest of them.
Let's be honest. Chelsea got ripped up. Nuri.
Yeah. Chelsea
been ripped up a couple of times. But going forward his way is kind of, you know. But their midfield's not that bad as well. We look at their midfield. It's a good midfield, you know, like, you know, Gomez.
They got players. It's just
players. I love Cunha, by the way. I love him. Like he's a brilliant player. But again, like I said, it's just the defense. Like
it's just they're not clinical as well, man. They don't put teams away.
No.
And Haaland does.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Haaland does. And this is what I'm saying. Like
City are gonna beat them though. Like they'll have their moments against City are gonna beat them.
Yeah.
Let's be serious.
Yeah, I think it'll be routine. I think we'll win. I think I'm going to go for.
Wait. No. You're right, man.
What?
We go around the. Sorry, I didn't even update you when you came back into the show this season. The predictions aren't done the way we used to, where it starts.
All
with
right.
the it's done with the table now because these lot had some concerns a couple seasons ago.
No, not me. Who is it?
GRIZZ.
No, it's not concerns, Steve. It was clearly tactical
cheating.
Tactical cheating, we want to call it. Yes, where I was bottom of the league, and Turkish was second from bottom. So what Turkish would do was just copy every single score I had, so I could never get ahead of him. So we're not having that.
It's nasty work.
Arsenal, the dark cards again.
I
can't. Man, they're known for it now. They're known for it.
He must have done it from March all the way to May. Nasty man.
It was so horrible. And I warned these guys he's gonna do it, and he was like shameless.
When you gotta win, you win anyhow, mate. You think I give a shit? You gotta make it.
That is true, man. That is true.
Matisse's face, the frustration was everywhere.
No, I felt for him. I did feel for him.
There's nothing I can do.
It was the hope that killed him. He hoped every single prediction I'd change my mind, but every single one, it was slow. It was a slow death. It was, but yeah, sorry, Matisse.
I will go with a 3-1 City win.
3-1. I'm going 3-1. Tobs?
I am going for a 3-1.
SAEED?
3-0.
3-0. Steve?
2-0 City.
2-0. And GRIZZ?
2-0.
Okay, as expected, all City wins. And we keep it moving on to the next one. Looking at the two fixtures, both managers under pressure, both managers at home. One manager under more pressure than the other. SAEED, surely it's game by game now. Any more negative results, and by that I mean draws as well as losses. Surely any one coming now can be the end.
I don't know, you know, mate.
No?
I don't know. I think I've got this feeling that he's here till December minimum. I don't think he's going to be sacked by then. So yeah, Brentford. I mean, Bournemouth, I think he's scored more goals than the whole United team. I think.
Utterly embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. The only thing is the start there. I think we're not lost in over 50 odd years at home to Brentford. So, I mean, if he loses that start, I mean, he's probably broken every stat.
Perfect. He's got a record waiting.
He's got a record waiting.
To break.
I need Brentford to win because Brentford should have had 6 out of 6 points against you lot last season.
100%. Are you mad? There was a game where the game against Brentford. I think they had 84.
They battered you, bro. They battered
us. They hit the bar a couple of times. And another one, GRIZZ's boy, saved us. You know what I mean? Scotty too hotty, mate. He scored 2 goals in.
Scotty too hotty.
Yeah, he was hot in that kind of period there. But no, listen, man. I'm gonna back United to scrape a win, and yeah, I think for me, I don't know how, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I've just got a feeling United will scrape this, and yeah, I think Brentford will just have an off day, and yeah.
Wait, sorry. Can we take a couple steps back? Man said, I don't know how. He said, I don't know how, but we're gonna get a win against Brentford at Old Trafford.
Bro,
I'm trying to
be optimistic.
That's him trying to be optimistic.
I'm trying to be optimistic, bro.
Even then, he's still forcing it because he doesn't know how.
I don't know how. I don't know why.
You don't know who's going to score.
Don't know who's going to score.
I'm saying it shouldn't even be your fault. This should just be 3 points straight.
No, why should I?
Man United.
Which Man United? Who's Man United?
That's my point. That's my point, brother. You not listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying, how has it got so bad that SAEED saying he doesn't know how Man United are going to beat Brentford at home? That's embarrassing.
But that's why I'm saying, why are you still being delusional and thinking Man United at home to Brentford? Yeah, Man United should be to win. No. Brentford are better football.
Bro, Brentford have lost 3 games this season. I think they've lost to Liverpool, Man City, and Tottenham. Away from home.
Them out of ground.
So yeah, you did, to be fair, but the Man City one, Steve will tell you there were some nervous moments. And Liverpool, let's be honest, it wasn't the more scintillating for Liverpool.
Brentford on all that, man. Come on.
But they're not all that. But then we're not all that, brother.
Have you seen Man United?
Hey, listen.
How many games have you lost this season? How many games United lost?
I think we've lost 4. I think. Check now.
They're 14th. I don't think people understand. Manchester United are 14th.
If we lose this,
and they're 14th,
of course,
they're 14th because Southampton missed a penalty and Fulham couldn't counter-attack properly.
Oh shit! I said Bournemouth for 14th. Sorry, Bournemouth fans.
Yeah, no, man. I didn't tell you that, but I just wanted to, Now listen. I think if we don't concede in the first minute, by the way, that should be a good thing for us. Man, Mbuemo in the first minute. Have you seen his record in the first minute? This brother is you know what? He deserves a big club, man. Like I think next year someone should get him, man. Well, like I said, Thomas Frankie might be an audition for him.
Salah replacement, Salah leaving, yeah.
No,
no. We're gonna talk soon, innit, GRIZZ? Tell him. Talk soon.
He said 2 out of the 3. I've been watching his content. 2 out of the 3.
I've been watching his content as well. I've been watching his content. He's been his Instagram. He's commenting on the India.
I know. I said I guarantee 2 out of the 3. I guarantee you 2 out of the 3. The third one, I agree, 50-50.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about Salah.
But yeah, man. Listen, it's gonna be.
Mainu's injured as well. Mainu's injured. What's happened to
Mainu's
Mainu?
injured. A lot of players are injured. Yeah, he's we've killed him, man. We've killed him.
Golden Child injured. Golden Child.
Bro, we've killed him, man. We've literally played him every single game. Oh, he's cooked. He's cooked, man. It was coming.
Cooked at 19. You cooked him at 19. Lord help.
Is this another case of a player coming through getting gassed by United fans again?
No, absolutely not.
Adnan Januzaj, Machado.
No, let's not do this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hannibal Membre, Adnan Januzaj, the generational talent.
Not even dare put Hannibal Membre, mate.
You know what? Januzaj was balling out. You know, let's not do that.
Januzaj you can say, but not Hannibal Membre. No.
Is Johnny Evans fit?
Johnny Evans, yes, he will be fit.
Thank God for that, man. Thank God for that.
But I think for me, with Mainu, bro, you got to remember, we've literally played him every game, man. And if you look at the midfield where we've put him in, bro,
that's what all young up-and-coming star boys, when they get in a team, they play every week.
No, they don't, mate. They don't. You don't see Rico Lewis having to run 50, 60 yards across the pitch and be there everywhere. He's in a system
because we're not getting battered like you every week. We're not getting battered like you every week.
I know, but let's be honest. This is genuine here, man. Kobe Mainu has still been one of our better players, and he's just, for me, he needs to be out. I think, you know, we say this a lot, but this injury might be a good thing for him. I know it sounds bad to say, but like, he needs his time out. He needs time out.
He said this about Euro.
Yeah,
I've never heard a club say that it's good when their players get injured, so they don't have to be coached.
Unbelievable.
100%, bro.
When I said that about Euro, people were getting onto me.
No, you did fair play to, because you were the one that one of the people that called it out. But he needs time away just to. But the thing is, the manager is, bro. The guy was injured and then he played against Villa, and I'm like, what are you doing, this manager? Like, it's not normal, this manager, man. He played down.
He's going to play left back.
Sorry.
Because obviously Mazraoui's injured. Is it true that?
No, apparently he trained. You know, he trained. Apparently today he trained, but I don't know. Apparently he's had some heart conditions.
Mazraoui, what did he do? The steady guy, the steady, yeah. Mazraoui, steady.
No, he had some heart conditions that he had at 5 minutes.
Yeah. What about Finger, the new one in the midfield? Bukake, is he there?
I don't know, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know the conditions, how we play.
You lot actually might lose this game. I'm just deep in it. I'm just deep in it once again. I'm just deep in it once again. You might actually lose this game. Like,
bro, why are you surprised?
Brentford are gonna come to Old Trafford organized, tactically astute, set pieces, long throws, and then Brentford, who's clinical. And you, man, have got Xerxes, Dutch Tom up front. No. You have to be moved,
Dutch Tom. That guy.
Brentford aren't all that, man.
Man United are.
No, he's
shit, but Brentford, come on, Brentford.
He came off against Uruguay. So
you don't think Brentford have the minerals? The same Brentford that went to Manchester City. They went to Man City a couple of years ago and won. Why can't they have the minerals to go to Old Trafford?
Listen, I respect Brentford.
Brentford absolutely battered Manchester United.
All right, let's see. So I want to see it in your predictions.
Well, I might have to, you know.
No, he will. No,
I might have to, you know.
Why are you not mad?
And then, listen, just when they thought it couldn't get any worse, poor Sir Alex, getting his marching orders. You're not welcome at the club anymore. You've been on the whiskey. Let's talk about many sausage rolls. Everything the whiskey and that, we can't afford it. You're gonna have to stay at home. You know what I mean? Every week
he's still there, man.
Match of the day. Cameras on him on match of the day. He's fucking blasting that. He's got to bring his own whiskey and that now because you can't give him any.
Still looks after. Don't worry.
The roof's pissing on his
red wine. You know what I mean? He's still going to be at Old Trafford in his warm seat. He's just not getting 2 million a year to come to Old Trafford.
He deserves that warm seat, mate. He deserves that warm seat for what he did. You'd be fucking nothing about it.
He's going to get that warm seat, though. I'm not saying he's not getting a warm seat. He's still got to sit there.
He's got to watch Johnny Evans and Bukake and fucking Dutch Tom and all that shit. And imagine what he's thinking in his head. The football he's watched.
If he didn't agree to it, then I'd be like, okay, cool. But he's agreed to it. If he's agreed to it, then fair enough.
When I first heard the news, I was like, Man United are a disgrace. because I thought what.
And then when you read into it, though, it's not.
Yeah, but then when I read into it, and okay, he's going from 2 mil a year to 1 mil a year, he still get okay, cool. But then it comes across as very performative because you didn't need this. Didn't need to be in the press.
Of course, but that's what Ineos do. Yeah, I know what you mean.
There's only one person that's leaked that to the press. That's Sir Alex Ferguson's boys. They've leaked that to the press. They wanted that to come out. If Ferguson wanted to bury that, it don't have to get mentioned. Ferguson just says, you know what? Just give me a mil, then no problem. We'll take it on the chin. He's obviously
he's agreed to it, Steve. Though he's agreed to it.
Yeah, exactly. He's agreed to it publicly to you, but he's put that out there, mate, because he knows he runs Man United. Ferguson's still running the shit there. I'm telling you now.
I think Ineos have made a statement here to be like, listen, we're changing our ways, and ultimately it's going to be
250 staff. 250 staff you've sacked.
Listen,
so when biggest football club in the fucking country, your roof's still leaking, you're 14th, you're sacking all your staff, and Alex Ferguson's got to buy his own season ticket.
Your roof is still leaking. Your roof's still leaking.
Yeah, and do you know why it's leaking? Do you know why it's leaking? Because there's no fucking roof on the stand. We've took the roof off the stand. That's why it's leaking.
It's a process. It's a process. We're
getting in January. We've got no roof and it's leaking. He's got a roof and it's leaking. There's a process. Listen, are you having that?
That was a council house when you was 20 years ago. Was that not a council house?
Are you having that?
Was that not a council house 20 years ago?
You can't step up and chat to me, mate.
Was that not a council house 20 years ago? And now it's been you've been
have the same energy into the Etihad. Get your bed sheet out. Get your bed sheet out and go and stand outside for Fergie, innit? Go and stand outside for your ex-manager.
You lot got people paying bands outside the stadium, man, to get atmosphere going. So what's going on here, man?
I've heard this, Jesus. What is he talking about?
You actually got bands. Steve, yes or no, though? Have you not got bands playing outside the stadium? Yes or no?
Yeah, because we've got City Square. It's an entertainment centre.
That's what I'm saying. So they built all of that. They built all of that to create an atmosphere, to keep it going. That's what they've done. They renovate the stadium.
Mad? What are you talking about? You're fucking
Have you got a mall coming outside the stadium? Have you got a mall coming as well? There's things happening. Yeah, if you've got a mall outside the stadium, you're going to get like a little shopping centre. Yes or no?
We've got a hotel redevelopment and that, you know what I mean?
And a shopping centre.
Roof leaking and running down the fucking stairs and pissing shit.
I see the video of the roof leaking at the Etihad.
Yeah, and I've told you
everyone, the roof was leaking.
Turkish, right? We're having a stand redeveloped. A whole new tier is being put on. They took the roof off the stand, right? And they've put a corrugated iron roof over it, temporary. And somebody filmed it dripping. And this guy's trying to compare a stand with no roof to a stadium that's been there for fucking 60 years. Is he mental? Are you mental?
Listen, it's been neglected by the previous ownership. And now it's getting sorted out. January 2025. They're sorting it out. They're redeveloping it. They're building their way. So let's see what happens, isn't it? That's the old regime.
Now I thought they hadn't made a decision yet on whether they were going to knock it down.
They are going to sort this out. This is a priority.
So what's sorting out?
So there's a process for the management. There's a process for the team. There's a process for the roof. Is that what it is?
The plans are in place. The plans are in place. The plans are in place.
What, for a new roof?
No, for a new stadium, new renovation, everything.
They're sorting out
Carrington. They're sorting stuff out. As much as I can say, whatever. They're sorting things out.
Hold on a minute. Sir Jim, who's not got a fucking pot to piss in, he's trying to get the council to pay for the stadium. And you just said ours is a council house. You're supposed to be the richest team in the world, and you want the council to pay for your stadium.
We don't know the ins and outs yet. We don't know the ins and outs.
Oh, we don't know the ins and outs. You know the ins and outs. Sir Jim don't want to spend any
whole information for this 115 charge. So let's hear all the information.
They're the biggest club in the world. Real Madrid can flip their pitch, host Taylor Swift concerts, and play Galactico football at the same time, and their stadium's still leaking.
You sold hotels to keep your stadium. You can't be talking, mate.
Listen, let me tell you something. We're just a humble club. Let me tell you something. We're a humble club that bought our ground for £1, and you're meant to be the biggest club in the world.
Don't ask him about the hygiene. Don't ask him about the hygiene rating. Don't ask him about the hygiene rating at Old Trafford. They got 0 stars.
SAEED,
stadium. Have you seen your stadium?
SAEED, do you use the stadium
toilets? You're not a serious club.
Do you use the stadium? 40,000. Yes or no? Do you use the stadium toilets, or do you wait?
I never need a toilet when I go to Old Trafford.
No, you wait until you go home, because you know if you use the stadium toilets,
you know what I mean?
You're gonna have piss up to your socks.
I genuinely have never wanted to use the toilet.
No,
I come in, I go toilet before I go home. I go toilet and then I go sleep.
Listen, Turkish, yeah. Turkish. The last gaff that got 0 stars was Grizz's chicken gaff, and Grizz sorted it out. You need to sort the fucking chicken out. Grizz, tell him how to sort the chicken out, bro.
Listen.
Tell him how to sort the chicken out.
They got 0 star rating in the Manchester food hygiene. They had to put the sticker up 0 stars. Must do better.
My staff, Steve.
And now it's 5-star.
They knew to my staff.
Old Trafford.
Grizz, man, you want him to come to that shop as well, man. You're mad.
Let's
what's that, Miami's?
No, not Miami's.
No. Respect Miami's. Let's do the super chats on Man United and then do the predictions. Paul says Diego Simeone's been learning English so he can reject United.
He's washed anyway.
And we've got. So there's another one on United. Where are we? Sorry. There we are. Robertinho says, SAEED, I can't lie, he ain't cheesy. You man are dead under Eric Ten Lasso. I'm willing to go into my own pockets for therapy. Big up. You might need it. Suj says, sorry, SAEED, to repeat this, but if Leicester and Everton win, United lose, they'll be 15th only by goal difference. How the mighty have fallen. It is all mad. It is all mad. Hamza says, could you imagine if Todd Bowley did to Sir Alex what Ineos had done? The British media would have made a new slur for Americans. Just an odd move by them. Yeah, I thought so too. But we keep it moving. Matisse, Man United, Brentford. Prediction, my bro.
Bro, this could go anyway, man. They could shithouse it. They could lose. They could draw. There's no telling this lot. Let me go with a 1-1.
1-1. I'm gonna go 2-2. Tobes.
They're gonna win this game, man. Let's be serious. I'm gonna go 2-1 Man United.
You know, Brentford are 2 points ahead of them in the table, yeah?
Don't care.
All right, I'm just saying.
2-1. SAEED.
2-1 United.
Steve.
2-1 Brentford.
And Grizz.
1-1.
1-1. All predictions are in, and we're going to keep it moving because we're nearly touching 2 hours, 4 minutes. Hit the like button, people. Tobes, Tottenham, West Ham. You did a preview with Dan Lawless out on your channel now. Like I said, people go subscribe. Tobes is active on his channel. But yeah, what are you going to talk about?
Just win. So
you say this every game. I swear to God.
Just win, honestly. Yeah, I could build it up. I could tell you it's going to be a spicy game because it is going to be a spicy game. We hate them. They hate us. London derby. We ain't won. I don't think Ange Postecoglou has won. How can I put this? I don't think Ange Postecoglou. Yeah, he hasn't won a single London derby against the top London side. So your Arsenals, your Chelsea, your West Ham, I would say those are the top three, right? We've not beaten a single one of them under Ange's tenure, both home and away. That has to end on Saturday. I need us to bury West Ham, honestly. And that's all I have to say.
But if you don't win this game, this is an awful start to the season, you know?
Yeah, agree.
Oh, it's like that, yeah.
It's already a bad start to the season points-wise.
Bro, this is crazy.
It's annoying as well because, Matisse, the reason why I was asking about the XG stat earlier is because we're actually second.
Are you?
Yeah, we're second, bro. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, we've actually played some good stuff this season. We've created a lot of chances. We're second in the XG stat for like open play. I think like open play XG, and then we're second in terms of like the average amount of goals XGA, basically. So the goals that we're preventing. So like the quality of chance that we're preventing per 90, we're second. So the underlying metrics are there, like they're actually decent, but for whatever reason, through Ange's fault or the players' fault, whatever, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot. But I don't want to see any of that on Saturday. Just bury them, man. Honestly, bury them.
I don't know, man. I think this is going to be a very, very difficult game. Like,
it shouldn't be.
You're not worried about them at all.
I am worried. I'm saying it shouldn't be a difficult game. Like, if
No, but
I look at the way
they've had an equally bad start. So
yeah,
if you
if I look at the way
Yeah.
we played this season,
I
if I
know.
look at
I'm
the
just
way
looking
they
at the
played
way
this
you
season, the
defend
way we
and
played.
the attackers they have.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm worried. Like, I feel like no matter what we do in the game, they're always gonna have the confidence that because of how we play, they're gonna have a chance, and that pisses me off. But Son looks like he's back, so put him in those positions. Werner's getting in the last couple of games, and it's Rap City. So let's hope we bury him, innit?
Yeah, it says here you lot are leading the XG. City are second, and we're third.
Yeah.
And then Liverpool.
I don't want him gone. I just want him to just be better at managing games.
What's that XG bollocks? Fuck that shit. That's fucking
It's
bullshit.
expected goals.
Expected goals, man.
Okay, let me. I know.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah, but because you got Pep, yeah, you don't have to look at underlying metrics because your underlying metrics start.
20 years ago, nobody looked at XG. No one give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
That's made up bullshit.
Yeah, 20 years ago, they didn't know what XG was. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
20 years ago.
Let's leave it there and fuck it off. It's bullshit.
Yeah, look how many things we didn't have 20 years ago. We're evolving, Steve. Do you know what I mean? We have to push on.
Such an XR from
XG. Yeah, but you're fucking 10th in the league. Who gives a fuck about XG?
If you're struggling with XG, I got XGA for you, bro.
Imagine Steve playing Oldham Athletic, man. About XG.
We need
what you said, Steve.
Watch football with your eyes, man. Watch football with your eyes.
Yeah,
Steve, he's crap. That's not good. We're
funny?
good. They're a good side. That's a good midfield. Don't let some nerd fucking send you a table and says, "Oh yeah, but we're 14th, but our XG is good."
Do you know what's so
Steve,
funny?
Have you ever heard of field tilt?
20 years ago,
I just realized he doesn't know what
20 years ago, we had guys like Sean Wright Phillips. We had guys like Sean Wright Phillips ripping it up for Man City. We had guys like Martin Petrov cooking on the wings. Now, 20 years later, we got Jack Grealish recycling the ball. And Steve will tell us, no, it's the manager's instruction. He's world class at what he does. He's doing X, Y, Z.
No, we got Jack Grealish winning 4 Premier Leagues in a row and the treble. Yeah, and you're telling me about XG.
So you're telling us fuck off XG. So let's fuck off these nonsense.
Yeah, let's fuck off XG and let's talk about trophies and that. Yeah. You see that with eyes.
These trophies that you would have won without Jack Grealish. What you
Jack Grealish goes home at night and he opens his front door and he's got all his medals in the cabinet there.
You won the trophy last season without Jack Grealish. You won it the first season without Jack Grealish.
If you're still second in the XG league,
allow it, please. Allow it. Don't talk to me about no XG when you're gassing up Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish chat again. After 2 hours, we're gonna go back to fucking.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
One super chat on Tottenham, and then we do the predictions. And the super chat is from our good friend Jazzy Jeff, and he says, "What's realistic? Spurs winning a trophy or GRIZZ doing his forfeit this season?"
GRIZZ doing his is to not eat.
The forfeit's locked in. Can we give everyone an update? The forfeit's locked in. Everyone, can we give a little update? I don't know if people heard, but it's locked in. So
it's locked in, man. When it's out, it's out.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure he survives before we even tell you that it's gonna come out. So
which one?
Idea's locked in though.
100%. And he also goes on to say, Turkish, can I send Skull some creative content for bottom mids Kai apology video? You're more than welcome to. At the Big Six Show Twitter, at the Big Six Show Instagram. That's the best way and best.
It's a shame that this guy actually thinks I care about him. It's funny.
Yeah, someone sent me something today as well.
You do, because you actually respond to him. You know me, I will dead him once and then never respond to him like he's an absolute nobody. But you actually fall for it every time and smash.
I'm not.
Jazzy Jeff, what you want to do is one day we'll do a live show, right? And you want to sit on the front row, right? And let's see if these two will ignore you then.
That would be a segment.
When you're screaming.
Jazzy Jeff speaks.
Have you offered him to call in to the call-in show yet, people?
Yeah, I think he tried to last time.
Jazzy Jeff, you will not be ignored.
And then he pussied out.
You will not be ignored, Jazzy Jeff.
And ours fell out. Last call-in show, Jazzy Jeff was there and his ass fell out.
Yeah,
he didn't come on.
No. Listen, people. I'm gonna call timeout or whatever I need to call on the super chats. I've got 10 here. 10 super chats. We're gonna go through those 10 and then we're gonna call it a day. First one from Dylan saying, first super chat ever. I will not use it to cook, but to ask, where is the Big Six merch? The community is waiting, and please check your DMs. Nice clip in there, ready for the Roid boy. Which
We've
DM?
got a new t-shirt coming out. It says, "What the fuck is XG?" If you want to buy it, it's $19.99. Comes up to 4XL, and next show will be there. So if anyone wants one, we'll sort it out.
Yeah. There you go. Daniel says LA, but with all due seriousness, it will be out when it's out, people, 100%. And to be honest, that's not a bad idea, Steve. Daniel says LA vlog was fire. Watched it while I ate my wings. Also, how is SAEED? How is SAEED losing 10-3 to Leicester? Here to help if he needs some defending tips. Wow,
that was an AI, man. That was
how is SAEED shit at every game?
Bro, I beat you every weekend, FIFA, man.
No, you don't. No, you don't beat me every weekend.
Last time we was in Canary Wharf, I beat you every day.
No, you didn't beat me every day.
Bro, I was beating you, bro. You were shit, fam.
You beat me like twice, bro. Allow it, bro. And I don't even play the game.
See, that's what you know what? You know that's what I mean, man. They say, I don't play the game.
Oh, yeah,
I don't play the game.
I'm vouch for that. You did. You thrashed him.
I don't
That's
play
what
the
I'm
game.
saying.
You thrashed
Listen,
him, yeah?
Listen.
Say less.
He did.
You're
though.
muted.
He actually thrashed.
Yeah,
him.
man. Shush.
Yeah. Matisse, you're speaking and no one can hear you.
Man.
Well, I'm just saying, when GTA 6 comes out, SAEED will be in big trouble. So don't worry about all these games, man.
Yeah, I need to complete GTA 5 still. I need to finish it off. So.
You've never finished GTA 5. Nah, you are actually cooked.
Broski.
Bro, Tobes, it takes him 30 minutes to drive from one end of the road to the other.
The game has been out for like 10 years, bro.
I know, bro.
Crazy.
I was enjoying myself, innit?
Last time I seen him playing that, he was getting violated off a dog. It ain't for you, that game, mate. It ain't for you, mate. Just shoot the dog, man, in the head. Shoot the dog and walk. Next minute, dog's all over him.
Steve, have you seen that video? Steve, have you seen that little video of him when he went to New York on his own, getting violated by that dog and that auntie and the thing, and she went to
yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, come here. And he cut the video.
And it was pissing rain as well, innit?
We don't know what happened. That's what I'm saying, people. We don't know.
Then there was a sharp transition and then a new scene. Wonder why.
You understand? You better understand.
But yeah, we need to finish it off anyway. But yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry, Ryan. I didn't even read your super chat, Ryan. But I see what you said. Big up the. Well, actually, I didn't see what you said. I was about to. I thought I had it in my head.
Go back to your phone, innit?
I see Colin.
Yeah.
Good shout.
On,
good shout.
Good
shout. There. No. There we go. And big up you guys. The LA vid was fucking quality. Watched it last night with popcorn and drinks. SAEED, Tobes, and Turks. You three in particular had me dying.
Oh, big up, man.
Can I just say something, yeah, for anyone out there? If you've not seen Matisse's stream from Saturday with SAEED talking about his journey in life, it is the best thing you are ever going to watch. So after this show, watch the Big Six in LA, but watch Matisse's stream of SAEED. You get guest appearances. There's Pizzagate. There's things about warehouses. Everything you possibly want in life.
There's a Polish accent in there as well, but it sounds like Italian.
Australian Polish accent.
There's wisdom. There's a cheeky girl at Asda. There's so much.
Yo, trust me, man.
The bread section. There's a bread section, Matisse.
Yeah.
Muslim brother.
Yeah, there's everything, man. There's everything. Watch it.
Suj says the Big Six table is as close as the battle of relegation in the league. It's very close, 3 points separating us.
People cut me that I'm last. I'm not. I'm last, like just there, because I'm not last. It was joint last.
Gareth says, I think he was replying to something Steve said earlier. I like calling Lingard a young talent at 26. So much gas over the years. Oh, when we was on the menu talk. Yeah, I remember that. Big up Gareth. Arjun says, can we get Matisse to 100k people? I'm tired of seeing him at 97k. Let's get him to 100 people. He's 3k off. I'm about 7k off. Support all the channels, people. I said Tobes is active. Big Steve's been active. Grizz has been active. SAEED. Do I even need to speak, people? Individual channels in the description below.
Too
active. Shepherd Sheep says, LA movie was beautiful, but who plays a higher line? Big Ange or Turkish's hairline? Skull's got to pay for that. Big up from
Oh my god.
That was foul. That was so foul.
No, that is foul, man. I can't lie. That is crazy.
Let me explain this. You see the LA sun, yeah? You see the LA sun, and I've got electrolytes in my hair, so the LA sun was bouncing off it a bit too much, and it was just exposing the gradient of certain areas of my head seemed a lot more exposed. But it wasn't.
Nah, time
Well,
out. End the show, end the show, bro. End the
that's not
show, man.
electrolytes, bro. That's not electrolytes. That's called candy floss hair phase. You're losing your hair, man. Get the bick out, shave your bonds off, and just embrace it. Bro.
Hey, you know, if I gave one of you lot my hair,
Eggshell blonde, mate. Eggshell blonde.
Toes would
No
be looking like
electrolytes.
Rapunzel if I gave him my hair. That's how much
Trust
hair I
me.
got on my head. Bro.
Eggshell blonde, bro. Just embrace it. Just do it.
GRIZZ will be looking like Shah Rukh Khan.
Big up Wolfenstone, though. Big up Wolfenstone.
Oh yeah, he said from Wolverhampton, innit? Our local then. I
Come
can
on.
find you and slap you for that super chat.
Nah, that was crazy.
I held it in for as long as I fucking could, Grizz. I held it in for as long as I fucking
He's
could.
definitely rattled. He's definitely rattled.
Man, come on, man. I see myself in the mirror every day. I know what it is, bro. It's a struggle, bro. What can we do, bro? It's a bigger struggle for certain men on this, so it makes myself feel better.
Yeah, so but we go bored though. We go bored.
Yeah. I mean, when you cut it off, I've seen you not bored, struggling as well, bro. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, but that's who am I impressing? I'm
Exactly.
engaged.
So who do you want me to impress? Shepherd sheep from Wolverhampton, bro. I don't know what you want. I'm 36. I'm a big man now. Jerk says it's hard to respect football opinions from people who sprout XG stats or sprout out XG stats.
Matisse.
I didn't sprout it.
I know you did,
Tobes
I'm
brought it up, and I
I'm good.
merely
I'm good.
explained to Steve
I
what
like
it was.
XG. I like XG.
Two more to go. Mookie says, guys, the LA movie was sick. Big up everyone, but an extra shout out for Ziggy and of course the GOAT Skull Thuggery. Absolutely smashed it.
Yeah,
Big up Ziggy.
The last bit of the monologue, because I hadn't seen that before. I hadn't seen it filmed. I didn't know it was in there.
No, none of us did.
None of us did.
None of us, no.
That monologue at the end was legendary. Legendary. He had me in tears.
People, we're pushing Ziggy to make his own channel as well, because anytime we do these trips, that we want Ziggy to be a part of it, and he's actually a character, so he's got his own channel. He hasn't done anything on it yet, and he's regularly in the live chat. He'll be in the comment section after. Go subscribe, because he will be bringing out a video sooner or later. And show him some love, man, because I can't lie. Listen, he offered to help in New York, and help he did for sure. And
Top
again in LA, he done the same thing. That he came out of his way. His missus, allowed it to happen, and he drove us around. It was a pleasure to be around. And
where he goes in the video, he goes, "Listen, babes, I love you. I ain't messing around. Trust me."
That bit was, Ziggy's class, man. Ziggy's class. But we move on to the last super chat here from Suj, saying, "Big up the Big Six, but especially Skull for putting together the LA vid. Going through a difficult period with health stuff. Watching you guys is a welcome distraction. Love for the love." Suj, not something I want to hear, but get well soon, my bro. Look after yourself, my bro. If you need to message us at the Big Six Show, Instagram or Twitter. On Twitter, we've all got the account, so we can all see it. On Instagram, a few of us have got it, but don't hesitate. Hopefully, you get the help and what you need. But we move, Suj. Head up. Remain confident, and I'm sure you'll get through it, my bro. And I'm glad to hear that we're here helping you as much as you're here helping us, because you're always in the chat, whether it's this show or the individual channels, as well as a lot of people out there showing love, and it means a hell of a lot. We've come a long way in 3.5 years, so that LA vlog was special to us. And it's about making more special moments moving forward, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But make sure you're subscribed, put a notification bell on, people, because we're about to wrap it up. I say about to because a reminder: the Mob Sunday, Liverpool Chelsea watch along. SAEED will be a part of it.
We've done predictions yet?
No, we didn't. Well done, SAEED.
Hey, man, that's right.
Well done.
Where are we going?
Yeah, sometimes you forget about Tottenham. Sometimes is it worth it? Sometimes you just
That is crazy.
Don't worry, man.
Forgot about them.
Don't worry, man.
Go on, Matisse. Sorry, Tottenham, West Ham.
You do your thing. Keep disrespecting.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
2-2.
Where is it?
At home.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Tottenham. Tobs.
That's my scoreline as well. 3-1 Tottenham.
3-1. SAEED.
2-1 Tottenham.
Steve.
What's the XG saying?
The third highest. What do you say? Third highest.
Not good for West Ham. I'll tell you that for free.
I'll say 2-1 West Ham.
I knew
you're not reading the XG, Steve.
I knew he was going to say that.
Saeed.
I've done mine, haven't I?
Oh, sorry, Grizz is last one.
Yeah, sorry.
2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs. Mixed. A draw in there, a few Tottenham wins, and a win for West Ham away from home. That's all the predictions now in the bag. We will be back Monday for the main show, but we're back on Sunday for the mob. You should know what it is already. If you don't know, make sure you're there as well. And we've got a super chat here saying, Saeed, please let someone eat biryani next to you for the United or Chelsea.
I've got someone anyway. I've got a shop that's invited me to go eat biryani at their place, so I'm going tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that was me who suggested that. So I want
20%. Wings tomorrow. I'm going
20%.
So.
Where is it?
Can you send me
some wings? They've just messaged me on Instagram. So
where is it?
Hey?
Where is it?
Bun and Wings. It's in Manchester. Don't know where it is. M12. So
okay, no, Manchester's enough. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Send some my way, brother.
Yeah, man. But to be there, you know what? I want to say your biryani was actually
yeah. I was about to mention that as well.
You got your missus. I swear down, Grizz. Wallahi,
and the writer as well. Is it called writer? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Very good, man.
Can we talk about that as well? Yeah, we went in an Airbnb. Yeah, it was fucking freezing. Yeah, there was no eating on. Yeah, Turkish left us at the wall like Game of Thrones. We were on the night's watch, freezing our bollocks off. Yeah, Turkish got in his car, went home to the central eating. Grizz got in his car, went home to the central eating. Matisse went home to his warm bed. Yeah, and then
damn right.
I'm in the bedroom at the front of the house. I locked the door. And the Green Mile came in at 4 a.m. He's banging on the door. Told there he wanted to play Mr. Jingles. I won't have none of it, mate. Never again am I staying in an Airbnb. I had to sleep. I had to sleep with the covers up all my face, trying to find a happy place. I tried to find a happy place.
Bro, listen.
I'm 43 years old, and I deserve better than this.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
Bro, from the moment I've realized Turkish is not staying there, I said I am not gonna be the dummy test tonight.
Wow,
I know my bed is warm. I was
waiting for the White Walkers. I was waiting for the White Walkers to come through the door, and in the end, I ended up with John Coffey banging on the door, wanting to find Mr. Jingles, Toby at 4 a.m. I'm not having it, mate. I'm not having it. Not having
it. This slander on my name. It's nasty work.
And by the way, this is what happens when
you can't say we don't have fun. Come on.
This is what happens when you're just outside.
It was cold though. It was cold.
Just outside London. Central heat.
Your house a mission, fam.
Maybe there, maybe not.
Yeah, allow but tell him allow it. Tell him shush, Saeed, please.
Bro, shush me.
What do you mean? Hold on. When you come to my house,
I could have went to New York in that time.
Allow it. When you came to my yard, it was a nice.
You see me how I suffered. I suffered.
Nice easy trip. What are you talking about? Nice easy trip. When I went to Turkish Ends,
the first time. Not
okay, but when I went to Turkish Ends, the buses were blue.
Yeah, it's a different ends. It's a different ends now, bro. What can we do?
Why am I seeing blue buses?
Look how crazy it was.
I beg you, bring out your Uber Eats or something. See what dead restaurants you got around you. Whereas at least I've got known things around me, bro. Bring out your thing. It's all bad. You got GRIZZ's chicken shop near you. That's the fucking highest.
End the show, man. End the show.
What's going on here, man?